Welcome back to another year with the Councilmen! Yay! This is now 2020. Whoop whoop! So, of course, we're of course,
What you doing?
starting our very first episode, we're not missing any members. We still have Albert, Kelvin, Ariq, and of course, Teguh. Yeah, of course. And
Sorry.
what?
What happened?
No, my camera. My camera.
So since 2020, the start of a new decade, the decade, decade,
Decade.
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 the start of a new decade, we are going to look back on the 2010s. See what the best movies are from each year. Am I right, Albert?
Yeah.
Albert, that's a transition to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
Good start.
I didn't realize you were passing the baton right there. Okay, but yeah, this is
It's
our
so
first
seamless.
episode. This is our first episode of 2020 of the decade. And just before we go further, Happy New Year to everyone. Merry Christmas as well.
Yay.
Hope you guys are having a good holidays. Thank you for listening to the Councilman Show on New Year's Day. So,
Yay.
So yeah, we are the Councilman Show. In case you guys are listening to listening to us for the first time, and we are always very seamless in terms of transition. We are always on point, just like our
They're so
Councilman.
smooth that most of the time we don't even notice we are transitioning.
Yeah, we never go off track. We're always like focused. We never talk about.
Of course.
We've never talked about like
Whacking.
Whacking
horses.
Yeah, we don't talk about
we never talk about them. We never talk about
or big
eating
dumb
on camera,
monkey.
whatever. Yeah, we never do that.
Yeah.
We're so professional, But
I know,
but yeah, for
starting this new year, we are professionals.
That is our New Year resolution.
and then we're gonna lose the
I mean,
resolution.
this year's resolution, yeah.
But yeah, this episode, we are going to be talking about the best movies of the decade. And how we're gonna do this is we're not choosing 10 movies from 2010 to 2019. We're not choosing the 10 best movies. We're just choosing the best movies from each year of the decade. So one film from 2010, one film from 2011, one from 2012, and so on. And we don't know each other's list, so this is the first time we're hearing each other's list. So we don't know if they're gonna be controversial. It's gonna be exciting. They're gonna be the same. It's all that.
List.
What?
Nothing. You guys know.
Well, yeah, we don't know. For the most part, I think we don't know each other's list, and yeah, so we'll be going around talking about our best/favorite. Okay, we're doing like best, but by best, it's like our own opinion. So it's not like the definitive best thing. So you might agree on us, you might disagree. Just let us know on our social media at Councilman Show. Let us know if you agree or disagree, because we want to hear it. And once again, this is our opinion of what we think is the best of the decade.
Maybe some movies we haven't watched.
No, I think before we start our list, we should say how each of us choose the movie. Like, for example, me. Like when I look at the list of movies, I look at the title and see like how much of the movie do I remember from that movie. And yeah, because if I remember most of the part of the movie, that means I enjoy it most of the time, or it's so significant, Yeah, so I guess we should do that.
All right, let's go around and do that, I guess.
Well, I said mine already, so I guess
down below.
Basically the same. I looked at it and I tried to remember A, how much I liked it, and B, like how much I remembered it. So it was really just those two. So you might see some weird but understandable.
Okay.
I think because we know who you are, we might understand.
I forgot to mention that I also think about like, would I watch it again?
Rewatch it.
Watch it again. Yeah, that's also.
And also like how many times I've already watched it.
That's a big point, because that means
that's a big point.
I actually like it. Yeah. As for Ariq?
For me, basically it's all similar. It's how much I enjoyed the movie is the first. Second is how well I remembered it, and third is basically like how good the actual movie is. But that's like a very small percentage of my rating. Like if the movie's like say 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, it's not gonna affect that much.
So you mean like critic score doesn't? It's
the critic score as well as the audience score as well. That counts.
Yeah, and for me, as I've mentioned like several times in the past, and even in whenever I do, in case you guys don't know, I have a YouTube channel, Jaw Movies, and I occasionally do YouTube reviews. I haven't done in a while, but whenever I do so, I used to think of it as like very structured, I try to do it very objectively. Wait, is it objectively? So which one is the one where you look at it by stats?
Without perspective. Without perspective is objectively, right?
Yeah, I used to do it objectively. No, I used to do it objectively, but the more I think about it, film are very subjective, so I'm more flexible towards that now. So yeah, my list is pretty much like that. It's a subjective review of what I think, what I like. If I like something, then then I'm pretty sure it's good, at least to me. And so yeah, what I like, how much it impacted me personally, how rewatchable it is. And if it have a significant impact as well into the main space of movies, I also put into considerations into my list. So yeah. Also, at the very end of once we read all of our lists, I have asked every one of the guests that has been on our show. I have asked for their personal list, and I will read them out at the end of the show. So if you want to look out for that one, stick around till the end. So yeah. Before we get started to 2010, if one of the years, because I know some years I'm guessing are tougher than others for you to pick.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, when we're talking about the film or the specific year, just mention it during your part. Like, this year is like the toughest, or I find it difficult because blah blah blah. And some other films in contention, something like that. So yeah, feel free to do that and say honorable mentions as well. But yeah. Focus in on the main one that you picked eventually. Why are you laughing?
Okay, you understand soon enough.
Is it because all of the years is tough for you?
It's very tough.
I know. There is one year in particular which is really tough for me, but yeah, we'll.
I'll give. How about? Do we need to give? How about honorable mentions? Like
we can say that. We can say honorable
mentions. That. Like say there's a movie you like, but it's not really the best in your opinion. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Let's jump off to Ariq first.
So we start off with 2010?
Yeah, let's hear your 2010 film.
All right. Not sure if this comes as a surprise or not, but my 2010 is How to Train Your Dragon, first one. I really enjoyed that movie. It's based on, like I said before, it's based on my personal enjoyment, and I have watched that movie I think it's the most. I watched How to Train Your Dragon. The most rewatched. I mean, the second and third one are.
It's also first one is really good.
Well, the first one's really good. I really like the first one.
Yeah,
I found it really entertaining. So yeah.
Especially since 2010 we are still rather small, so it's
we're still kids. Yeah, we're 11 years old. So obviously it's really attractive to. We were the target
imagination
audience. We were the target audience. Yeah. We were the target audience, and it worked. Okay, they got the right target audience.
It worked.
So yeah, I did watch it at 2010.
Nice.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. How to Train Your Dragon. It's DreamWorks, right? I believe at that time DreamWorks were they were just chugging films which are mainly kids oriented. I believe Shrek Forever After was around that time. I'm fact checking right now, but I believe they had a bunch of Madagascar sequels and the Shrek sequels, stuff like that. And despite how good it is in memory, I feel like they are very kids oriented. Monster vs. Aliens, but this one, it's kids oriented, but it sort of it appeals to everyone because it's like a story of a boy and a dog kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it appeals to everyone.
Night Fury is basically a dog.
It literally
is. He's like a cat. He acts like a dog. He's actually a dragon.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I agree.
Yeah, in 2010, DreamWorks released How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek Forever After, and Megamind.
I didn't watch Megamind.
I haven't watched Megamind. Me too.
I haven't watched Megamind.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon is far superior than that.
I would assume actually, because that thing, How to Train Your Dragon. Actually, I think I read the book when I was like in elementary.
Wait, there's a book for How to Train Your Dragon?
It is.
I mean,
it is.
I'm pretty sure there's like an adaptation from the film, something like that. They do that.
Oh, that's it.
I wonder if it won any awards. I want to check. But yeah, it's one of the. It got nominated for Best Animated Feature. I'm not surprised.
I don't think it won that much or anything, but I just like it.
It's just good.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Oscar. I don't think it's Oscar winning, but
it got nominated for Best Animated Feature, which I'm not surprised. I wonder who it lost to. 2010. I think. Is Toy Story that year? Toy Story 3?
Toy Story 3. Yeah,
that's probably why they lost, because Toy Story 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's an honorable mention for me though. Toy Story 3.
It's a
decent, but I prefer How to Train Your Dragon.
Both are good films, and yeah, the music for that film is also really good.
Oh yeah.
Theme song.
Score is
I don't remember.
And it got nominated for Best Original Score, which I'm surprised.
That's a dragon roaring. I don't know how to make it. So.
Well, I'm guessing none of you guys have How to Train Your Dragon in their list for now, 2010.
No.
Oh, you do have it too?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Do you have any other reason why you like it apart from what I said?
Okay. Ever since I was a kid, I really liked dragons was one of my favorite fantasies. So that's why I really liked the movie.
It's still my favorite fantasies.
Exactly.
I'm killing them in Monster Hunter.
yeah. So like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that's it.
Since we're the same, we should just. Is there anything you want to say?
No, I said my stuff already, but
I said my stuff.
I like the film. It's not my favorite.
No. Like Teguh, I thought Teguh wanted to say something.
Teguh.
I do have honorable mentions, but let's do it later.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do it at the end.
Yeah.
2010.
Okay.
We should do the honorable mentions in the end after we say what our favorite is.
Yeah, at the end of the year. Yeah.
At the end
of 2010.
Then once we set.
Every year. Yeah.
Let's hear Kelvin's.
I think mine is pretty obvious. It's Tangled.
Oh yeah, that's 2010.
That year?
Yeah,
2010.
It didn't get nominated for Best Animated Feature. What the heck?
Because
it's not my favorite, but I do like it.
Yeah, the one because I was looking at that and I was like, it says Toy Story 3, How to Train Your Dragon, and The Illusionist, which I've never even heard. And Tangled didn't.
I think I know Illusionist. Illusionist is the one with Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale or something. I think. But yeah, Tangled. This is one of my most favorite movie. I'll say. I really like the songs. The I See the Light. Such a perfect song. So good. And then When Will My Life Begins. So good. The opening, spot on. And then the I forgot the song at the bar, what the title is, but
I've Got a Dream.
Yeah, I've Got a Dream. That is so good. I like that song. At one point I remember the whole lyrics were there. So yeah. And then I don't know. Tangled is it the one of the few movies I actually shed a tear in. I don't know. At one point, I just got so invested in Eugene, almost dying. Even though I know he's not going to die. What?
Tears of sadness or tears of joy? Sadness.
Sadness. I was like, oh no, she just cut off Rapunzel's hair. He gonna die. I was sad, man, and I was like, oh, why am I so stupid? He's the main character. He's not gonna die.
Spoiler, he didn't. It's already 10 years, but yeah, spoiler, he didn't.
So yeah, mostly because of the song. That's why I really like it. So yeah, Tangled. That's my best 2010.
It's
I believe I forgot that.
It's that.
It is a good film, yeah.
2010 is a good year for animated film. How to Train Your Dragon, Toy Story 3,
Yeah.
Tangled. Despicable Me was out this year. I didn't realize that. It's probably the best out of the franchise from the Minions.
I mean, the first Despicable Me was nice. Was decent.
Second, third, and so on. It's just downhill from there. Minions is just
Just downhill. It's more like a cliff. It's more like a cliff, really. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Megamind wasn't that bad. It's still funny, and of course,
it was
Zack.
popular. It was popular.
It was popular, and of
Yeah.
course
Yeah.
Zack Snyder's iconic Legend of the Guardians: The Owls of Ga'Hoole.
Oh yeah, wait, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I want to watch that.
Wasn't it
I've never
a
seen
little
it.
bit later?
I've never seen it, but I feel like there's like a fandom behind that film. The
Yeah,
Owls
yeah,
of
I know
Ga'Hoole.
that. I know about that. How about that? When did that
Oh
movie
wait, yeah,
come
it is. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
Okay. Well, yeah. So Tangled and Twin Dragon, both animated films. Let's see if I pick an animated film as well for 2010, and the answer is no, sadly.
Ooh,
You broke the cycle.
you broke the
No,
cycle.
when I was deciding
How
on
it worked.
wait for it. When I'm deciding for this list, there's only two for me. Like I love several of the films from 2010. There was only two that is like my love for it is beyond, and I just like cannot put them out of the list. And I was like swaying between the two, and I eventually decided on this one because I feel like this one is way superior than the other. And I even think this is probably one of the best films of the decade period. And it's The Social Network.
Is that about the Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg.
Facebook. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah. No.
It's about him, right?
Wait, none of you guys
seen
have
a
seen
bit.
it?
Wait, I might have seen it, but I don't remember the title.
I have a question.
The Social
Is that-
Network. I just said it.
Yeah, no.
Is
Like,
the Social
let me
Network
look at it.
like it's like a real life
The founding
depiction,
of-
or is it
Oh
more
yeah,
of
I've seen it. I like it.
It's a biopic. It's a real life depiction, and of course, as every other biopic, they have a bit of over exaggeration.
they dramatize some stuff, yeah.
Emphasize some stuff, but oh my god, this film is.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I know where Albert's coming from. I really like this.
This
I
film
haven't
is
watched it.
flawless.
I heard from the channel Corridor Crew, like there's actually a lot of VFX work in this movie.
What, really?
Yeah, the twins, everything that's VFX.
I mean, obviously the twins are VFX.
No, I don't know, some other stuff too. They say, according to them.
Yeah,
So that's
if I
pretty
may,
unique.
The Social Network, it's flawless. This is probably my favorite David Fincher film.
Oh, it's David Fincher.
David Fincher, director of Fight Club, director of
Yeah,
Gone
Fight
Girl,
Club and
director
like the
of Zodiac, and those films are all unbelievable. And of course, Aaron Sorkin wrote the dialogue for this, and one of the best scriptwriters right now, Aaron Sorkin, which is why the dialogues as alone is like so crisp. It's like you cannot take your eyes off the screen and you cannot stop listening because the dialogues are like just so good, and it's like nonstop. You just keep on going and going. You're like, it's about Facebook. It's about the creation of Facebook. It's about the how all the drama begin and all the legal stuff, and it's just so intriguing. And especially since in the world that we're all in like covered in social media and everything, so it's like seeing the Facebook was like a phenomenon at the time, and was like the first big social media.
Everyone used it in 2010. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Especially
was
when they have the games.
we played games on
Give
that.
me back Pet Society.
But yeah, the film was it's so riveting, it's so intense, it's so the pace keep on going. The performance, this is probably my favorite Jesse Eisenberg performance. Justin Timberlake was good in this film. Of course, the Winklevoss brother played by Armie Hammer, like what Kelvin said just now, the twins, and Andrew Garfield. He's supposed to be Brazilian. He's not Brazilian at all, but he's a good kid. He did a good performance on that film. And yeah, the film was just so good. The music was very well done, and it got snubbed in the Oscars. I don't think it won in the Oscars.
It didn't won. Was it nominated?
I believe it got nominated for Best Picture. I'm gonna fact check that.
Oh wow!
Oh my
that's,
god!
that's quite a big nomination.
This film was really really good. Teguh, you like this film? You want to say something about it?
I can vouch for how good it is because I actually first saw it. I think it was last year, or it might have been earlier this year. And the thing is, I saw it in class, and even though it was in class and we were watching a movie, so no one was paying attention, me and a big part of the class all just had their eyes glued to the movie.
You cannot take your eyes away.
Yeah, that's how good it was.
Okay, yeah. Oh my god.
I've
King-
never really watched it, so
You
I've
have
never
to watch
watched
it.
it
I
either.
highly recommend. If you have Netflix, I believe it's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix, huh?
The King's Speech won best picture for that year, which was surprising.
I've
And
never
I'm
watched
gonna
it
say
either.
I'm gonna say
I've
some
heard
films
of that,
which
but
are
never watched it.
also in the it's a good film. It's not the best film. It won over films such as 127 Hours, Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids All Alright, which I've never heard of, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. So that's
I don't know any of that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you've heard of Inception. So
Inception is 2010.
yeah,
Oh, I've never watched Inception fully.
really.
Fully.
Yeah, I've never. I've only seen it
I
like
can't-
bit by bit. Yeah,
Okay.
surprising. I know.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's since we've all said all of our stuff, you guys want to say some honorable mentions?
I have one honorable mention.
Okay.
It's Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also
I really like that. I really
I
like
haven't
that
watched
too.
it though. I haven't
You
watched
haven't
it.
watched it?
No,
Dude,
I haven't watched it.
it's
So
actor,
many
right?
good
So it's
movies
like
I missed.
the blend of like the visual effects and the game
it's
visual effects and the
stylistic.
sound design is also good.
Yeah.
God damn. It captures like that arcade game feel and look, very much. Yeah. I love
It
that.
captured the comic sense very much. Edgar Wright did.
Yeah, true. Yeah. How about
Oh wait, Scott
How about
Pilgrim is
you?
by Edgar Wright.
yeah.
I'll say some honorable mentions for mine. Of course, Inception is an honorable mention. I said I was teetering between two. It was Inception and Social Network. By the end of the day, I could rewatch Social Network like right now. It's just so good that I have to put that one over Inception. Inception is incredible for the time. That thing was like a huge phenomenon. Of course, now people make
was,
fun
yeah.
of the music because it's like don, but it was like so cool.
That sound is so what's his name influencing
Yeah.
until like every single trailer after Inception. You just
Epic bomb. Epic bomb.
Visually, based on sound, based on visuals, Inception is just really good, and it's just one. I still Teguh,
Teguh's gone.
hopefully he's
Teguh's-
back. Okay, he's back. But yeah, it's my definitely my favorite Nolan film, Inception. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's my honorable mention, and my other honorable mention was Toy Story 3. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, nice.
How about Teguh?
My honorable mention was Tangled.
Oh, Tangle. Yeah.
The only reason, the thing
Nice.
is, I was stuck between Tangled or How to Train Your Dragon. The only reason I didn't put Tangled up was because I knew Kelvin was gonna pick Tangled.
It's so obvious, isn't it?
So I was like, yeah, okay, so Tangled's already gonna be nominated. I'll just go with How to Train Your Dragon.
So you go after your dragon.
You didn't
go with-
you
I was
didn't
not
expect
expecting
it to be
Ariq
How to
to
Train Your
pick it. I
Dragon.
guess I should have seen that
Oh.
coming, but
Oh no, Teguh, you should have picked Toy Story 3, so like, everyone has the different animated.
the thing is,
But you didn't
I
like
know,
that
I
story that
heard-
much.
I remember Toy Story 3 being good, but I remember like nothing of it.
I only
Oh.
remember the last
That's the
scene when
daycare,
when
daycare.
they're going
Yeah, no,
to
but like-
get burned.
Yeah, I remember like there's the purple bear guy. I remember the daycare.
It's not purple.
It's pink, I think. Yeah,
Pink.
same.
Strawberry.
The bear guy
Bear.
Not so
Fair.
Not so hot.
and like stuff like that, but like
It
I don't
doesn't
remember,
really stick
most
with me.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right
Okay.
then. That's nice.
Ariq, you have honorable mentions?
Well, technically I did already mention
It's Toy Story. You
Toy
mentioned
Story 3. Technically I already mentioned Toy Story 3, but
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at other 2010 movies. I actually watched a lot of them, but I wouldn't say that they're good. They're
Yeah,
just somewhat
they're worthy
enjoyable.
to be in the top level.
Yeah.
Say like
Yeah.
here, like I like some film, but I wouldn't put it on the top level. Just one that I want to shout out is Easy A.
Oh,
starring-
yeah,
It's
Easy
the
A,
one
I
with
know.
the-
That's a
Emma
good
Stone,
coming
yeah.
of age.
Emma
That's a
Stone.
good coming of age film. It's a good comedy. It's a sweet coming of age film. That's pretty. I think this is like her breakthrough role. I mean, of course she was in Superbad, but this is like her first lead role. So I believe it is. Well, Zombieland was 2009, but yeah, it's like her lead role. So it was good for her, and of course she became the breakthrough actress as she is. And Kick-Ass was pretty good.
Kick-Ass, yeah.
I like
I
Kick-Ass.
don't remember the first Kick-Ass very much. I think I remember the second one more. It
I
was more
haven't seen
recent.
Kick-Ass, so I can't say anything about that.
I remember the first Kick-Ass more, but it's just not that. It's not above Scott Pilgrim and Tangled.
I doubt it.
By
It's
any
above Scott
means.
Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anything
alright
else?
then.
Actually, wait. Yeah, never mind. That's about it.
Nothing else competes to the same level Social Network for me, but if I can just shout out some good films that I do like, Insidious was pretty good.
Insidious is
Yeah,
good.
true.
It's a good horror. It's a good horror.
It's a good horror.
Well, you will never
horror.
see a horror movie on my list, so
Not surprised.
Not surprised, you see.
All right then. So let's go to 2011.
2011.
2011. Oh shit.
All right, let's
Okay.
Wrong tab.
let's go with Teguh first.
Okay.
for 2011, I went with Rio.
Rio. Oh.
The bird film?
Yeah, the first one.
The bird film.
I have not
I
seen
quite
that
liked
one.
it.
I have never watched Rio in English.
Wait, what?
So it was
I watched the
dubbed to
dub version
Indonesian or
in
what?
Indonesian.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So is there any reason
explain.
why you like Rio?
I don't know. I just
Brazil.
like. I'm like, I don't know. I
Right.
looked at the list of 2011, and like there were good movies, but like the one that I just remembered the most, and arguably the one that I've watched the most out of all the list, was literally just Rio. So
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
basically just most memorable then.
yeah, it was the most memorable. I'll say what I was like. The other contender, I'll say it later during the honorable mention. But yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Rio is one of the few like gaps in my animated film watch list because I've seen a lot of animated film. Rio is one of them that I haven't seen, so I gotta check that
Yeah.
out.
Actually,
To be honest about
wait.
Rio, it's like-
Sorry, before that, I'm actually still so confused, torn between the two that like even right now I'm like changing my mind.
Oh no! On the
Rio
spot, are we
between
gonna see the
honorable.
first? Are we gonna see the first change in the list?
We'll wait.
I'll stick with
after
Rio. I'll
this.
stick with Rio.
All right.
Okay, I'll go with mine then.
Okay.
For
Alright.
me, I'll just say this right off the bat. 2011 is probably for me the weakest year of the decade.
I agree.
Mm.
There is like
Could-
there are films that I
Agree.
like,
I could agree with that.
but they are just not on the same level as every other year that is on this decade.
Yes.
Like I do like the film that I
There
picked.
are many that are
I liked
just
it a lot actually. But
ah.
it wasn't on the same level. It just wasn't on the same level.
Yes, I agree.
And yeah, even though we say the
Alright.
best movies of 2011, I wouldn't say this is technically the
Ow.
greatest movie of the year. And I will say what I think. And to be fair, I haven't seen a lot from this year, and I will shout out at the end for the honorable mentions what I think is the best film of the year for this one. But the film that I picked for this one is the film that I actually just rewatched last night to make sure if I really want to put this on the list, and it's
Okay.
Bridesmaids.
It's what?
Right.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. Which one is that one again?
I haven't seen
I swear to
that.
God, I've heard of the title. I just don't
It's
know.
R-rated comedy, Pulp Fiction. This is probably one of the funniest R-rated comedies in the recent year, in this decade.
Right.
My God,
Let me
it had-
Google that shit. Let me Google.
It's hilarious. It stars. It have Kristen Wiig as the lead. We got Rose Byrne in there. We got this is Melissa McCartney's first film, and she was hilarious.
Is
She
it?
got nominated for a comedy. She got nominated for Best Supporting Actress in the Oscars, which is huge. Maya Rudolph,
Quite impressive.
Chris O'Dowd, John Hamm, and it's just a hilarious R-rated comedy. Where it has heart in it too. I was watching. I remember the funny stuff from the film. I forget like how sweet and how much heart it have on the film as well upon rewatch last night. And it's a really entertaining film. Like I could just put it on the background, watch it, and it's just since this is a relatively weak year, I'm happy to put this on my list because it's a fun comedy and it sparks like the career of like Melissa McCartney and everything and Kristen Wiig. So yeah, that's why I put Bridesmaids on the list. Have you guys seen the film?
No.
Nope.
No,
I don't-
no,
I
have
don't-
not.
I
think
don't
I've seen like
genuinely-
clips, not the full thing.
I don't generally watch comedy movies because I don't know. Most of the times when I watch comedy
I mean-
movies, the comedies, the cheap comedies,
Just as
farts, noises, stuff like that. That's why I
Yeah,
rarely
yeah.
ever watch it.
this
But the Bridesmaids, it's. I think the reason why I haven't watched is probably the title. I would assume like it's some
Yeah.
kind of like
It's
for
romance,
girls kind
yeah.
of
I can
thing.
see that.
Yeah. I'm like,
Plus, it's
what the hell
it's
is
an
this
all
shit?
female. It's an all female lead. You might think it's like a chick flick kind of thing.
Yeah. But it's
I
actually
agree.
not.
Yeah, it's really funny. They have like they did some like, of course, there's like humor that probably appeal to the female demographic more, but they did humor which appeal to general audience in general. This film, actually, the one who recommended me to watch this film is our high school friend Casey. She loves this film. I remember her saying this is one of the funniest films she ever saw. So I'm like, I gotta check this out, and I do laugh my ass off. And Calvin said cheap humor about farting and everything. Oh, trust me, there is humor about farting in this film, and it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
There's bound to be cheap humor.
There's bound to be. There's always.
It's
always,
hilarious.
It's inevitable.
Okay, let's hear Kelvin.
All right. Literally, this is the only year that doesn't have an honorable mention for me.
I just realized that there's plenty of bad movies here. Cars 2.
Yeah, but
Cars 2.
But I will still give an honorable mention to this. So the best movie in 2011 for me is Rango.
Rango.
I have not
you
seen
mentioned.
Rango.
I have not
You
seen
mentioned many
Rango.
times how good it is.
Yeah, Rango.
Johnny
mostly,
Depp.
yeah, Johnny Depp is the voice actor for Rango. I don't know. Rango is just weirdly nice to look at. I like the character design of almost everyone, even the background characters. They all look unique in some ways. And I don't know, the movie is fun to watch. Yeah, something like that, I guess.
I haven't watched it, so I can't say anything.
It did
It
won Best Animated feature film.
Oh,
it defeated Kung Fu Panda 2, Puss in Boots, Chico and Rita, and A Cat in Paris. Which I mean,
Cat in
Paris. Is that just a documentary of them filming cats in Paris?
I don't know.
There are barely any cats in Paris.
It's not a really tough competition because Pixar probably arguably released one of their worst film in that year. So
yeah, there's like Cars 2. Yeah, that. Oh my god. But still, though, at least there's something. There's something good in 2011.
Gotta check out
Rango. You should watch Rango. I really what's his name? Recommend you to watch this.
I think I watched like the very beginning scene, the first scene, and that was just
the
like
gecko one, right?
I saw the gecko is chameleon.
Some kind of lizard.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it? Nice.
I watched the first scene. I think I don't remember watching
the plot of Rango is like very simple, honestly. I'm not gonna say it. Just watch it later.
Okay.
I'm gonna spoil it.
Alright, I wanted to ask Albert. Bert, you said you watched Bridesmaids, right? I doubt you watched it in 2011.
No, I didn't.
When you were 12 years old, I don't think a 12-year-old boy would watch it.
I mean, Albert is really a movie guy.
I think I watched it at 2016. I think I watched it then. That's when Casey recommended.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making sure, because I did watch How to Train Your Dragon in 2010.
Oh, trust me, there are lots of sex jokes in this film that I missed when I watched it back then. But when I watched it last night, I'm like, I forgot about that.
I am no longer innocent.
I am no longer innocent. Be gone.
That's why this film is hilarious. I recommend you check it
out.
Alright, so Ariq.
Okay, so I went from completely family friendly and like animated How to Train Your Dragon 2011. The Raid.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Straight up. Okay, well, I didn't watch it in 2011 because I actually didn't know its existence till like
I watched
2014.
it because of Stefan.
Stefan recommend. Yeah, our friend Stefan. He likes to recommend that movie. Shout out to Stefan. He likes to recommend. Yeah, he recommended me The Raid as well. And I mean, I think it's. I don't know. I think you guys have already watched The Raid by now. Is it?
I did.
Watch The Raid.
I watched it in the cinema, so it's really good.
Yeah,
I didn't watch The Raid.
Did you watch it?
Fantastic film.
No, he didn't.
Okay, well,
really
at least the good. I mean, at least Albert and Kelvin would know, like, the action and like the way they. It's not just the action; it's the way they film it as well. The way they filmed the action, like they captured everything in like one shot, that one take kind of thing. So yeah, it's I really like the gritty fighting and everything. Like nobody's using guns in that. Well, there was
Yeah,
some guns, but they kind of just like
but
no.
it's mostly
just
hand to
fight.
hand.
It's mostly hand to hand. So it's like it's really gritty, really brutal, and just impressive overall. So yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
an
It's
Indonesian
basically
film,
like
it's the
I don't
action.
think the
yeah, it's a
I
local
don't
film. Yeah,
I don't
Indonesian.
think the stunt director or I don't think like there's one guy that's
The
not
director
Indonesian.
is
Is that the
Garrett-
director's
director?
not Indonesian, if I'm
Garrett
not mistaken.
I don't know.
Garrett Evans. Edwards. I
Is
keep
it?
on mixing those two up. Damn it. One of them is
I don't
director
know.
of
Wait.
Rogue One and Godzilla. One of them is director of The Raid. Let me check.
Yeah, Gareth
they're
Evans
both
is his name.
GE. I think it's Garrett Evans. Garrett Evans.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
director.
there you go. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say this. If you think about it, there are not a lot of good films. Like okay, Die Hard, I guess, but there are not a lot of good films that take place in one single location.
I
This
agree.
one takes
Oh yeah.
place in
Die Hard
multiple
also took
buildings.
place in like one building, right?
Yeah, I mean, but there are like airport in the beginning, and there are like taxi in the beginning, which sort of
Okay.
like this one directly, boom, right inside the building for the most like almost majority of the runtime,
For the most of the movie, pretty much
Yeah.
the entire movie.
Yeah.
and you are so invested in it, so that's an advantage.
True. So I guess the honorable mention now.
Yeah,
Go to honorable mention.
let's throw down.
So who starts first?
Ariq, let's stick
Ariq.
with
Yeah, Ariq.
All right, so just start from the last one. Honorable mentions. The Green Hornet.
I watched that. I watched that.
I watched it. It was
was
kind
it
of
so good?
entertaining, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
wasn't
just
good.
entertaining to watch.
John Cho was there, right?
Yeah.
John Cho.
Yeah, and Seth Rogen.
Honestly, I
think.
didn't really think of a. I didn't really
A
think
reason?
of.
You just like it.
Here.
Okay.
It's not Green Hornet, by the way. I'm not choosing that. It's stupid. I didn't
Oh, I
really
thought
like it that
that
much.
was
No, it's most likely Fast 5. 'Cause, cars and shit.
Fast Five was
Fast Furious series. I've always liked that.
Oh, Fast Five.
Yeah.
I was.
I
My
don't
honorable
know.
mention.
It's,
I don't
it's,
think I watched Fast 5.
it's my favorite of the Fast Furious franchise, and it's a good film. It's
Oh,
relatively.
is it? What is it? I mean, yeah, it's actually really good. It was when they're getting over the top, but not really.
It's when Dwayne Johnson
They robbed the
persevered.
bank,
And Dwayne Johnson
some
persevered.
muscle
Yeah,
cars.
I heard when Dwayne Johnson appears, that's when everything
Yeah.
goes to world saving.
Yeah. All
Damn it,
right,
Dwayne Johnson.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll
this-
just
yeah,
start
6,
watching.
7, then
any
8.
honorable mentions.
Of course.
Kelvin, right? Yeah.
Oh wait,
Kelvin, go.
Teguh go first.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Teguh,
Kelvin,
go.
No,
Teguh,
Kelvin.
Teguh.
Fine, I'll go.
Like the other movie I really liked, especially really just for the last sequence that I
Okay,
really
so
liked
that
was
was the
Real
same one.
Steel.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, is that the Hugh
I thought-
Jackman film? I have not seen that.
Yeah. Oh, you have to see it. I like it.
Yeah,
I really
I
like
haven't-
that.
What was the movie?
I guess I haven't seen a lot of 2011 films, but one that I've seen hasn't been the most impressive.
I watched that with Michael Bussey
Thor.
and Dennis. Real Steel.
Yeah, no,
Funny.
Thor is good, but it's not going to be close to the level of the top.
Captain America.
I'll just
They
say
were
my
act-
honorable mentions then.
Okay,
Thor is first of all, Thor is not close there, but yeah, Captain America was a possibility, but it wasn't like it didn't make my final draft because I had like a final draft over thing. The final draft, the top 3 was Bridesmaids, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which is the second best Harry Potter film, and it was a
I've never
fantastic film. For the longest part, I was considering that because I do love that film and I love Harry Potter. And Warrior. Have you guys seen Warrior?
Is it the one with the gang?
MMA fight film.
Yeah. No,
Tom
I know.
Hardy,
I know.
Joel Egerton.
Yeah, that's not the one I know.
Oh my god, this film I will say
Oh,
from the
no,
film that I've seen,
I don't know.
this is probably the best film that I've seen. It's not my favorite because I do enjoy Bridesmaid, but this one is probably the best. It's just people say it's the Rocky of the 2010s.
Crap.
It's a good the fighting is incredible.
Rocky of this decade.
Because the fighting is really good.
Of the decade.
And this is like Tom Hardy before he got really famous. Of course, after Inception, but this was filmed before Inception came out. But Tom Hardy was like fantastic in this film, and yeah, it's a good MMA fight. And yeah, those are like my final draft. But I also want to shout out Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol, X-Men First Class, and Crazy Stupid Love.
Okay.
Okay, Kelvin.
Mine is This is an honorable mention, mostly because of the potential it has, but never reached
I know what
there.
you're thinking. I already knew before when I
It's
see
Cabin in the Woods. It's Cabin in the Woods. The potential.
I actually watched that. I watched it.
So high. The potential of that movie being so good is so high, but they never reach the potential. Yeah, that's why it's there. Like, think about it. Like, I want to see all the monsters in action. You know, like so many creative ways to kill people. I
They
want to
showed
see
it in
that.
the last.
Yeah, exactly. The last
They
scene.
showed all of them in the last, basically.
Remember the last scene when she pressed the button so all the cages are open. Then the elevator comes, ding. Then like everything just comes out.
Oh, yeah,
God damn, so good.
This film was also. I mean, it came out the same year as Thor, but this was filmed way before Thor, which is why it's still very skinny. Chris Hemsworth. And
Yep.
sort of I guess his breakout role, because I mean it went big because they see Chris Hemsworth and they see Thor.
Yeah, true.
Even though it's filmed way before Thor.
They time
really?
it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my honorable mention.
Technically.
I've never watched any of the Harry Potter, so I wouldn't know if it's good or not. Yeah, so Cabin in the Woods, honorable mention.
Yeah, that's
Harry
20.
Potter was
So that's
2011. What's one? Deathly Hallows.
All right, so let's shall we go to 2012?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go first this time.
Yep, we can.
2012 for me, it came down to two films.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I decided to go for this particular one, and it's Django Unchained. It's Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained from 2012. This is probably his best film since Inglourious Basterds, which is 2009. And it's a great film. Jamie Foxx did an amazing performance. Christoph Waltz as well, and Leonardo DiCaprio. I believe this is his first time he worked with Quentin Tarantino. Of course, he works again in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But he played Calvin Candy, which is one of the most despicable villains.
That movie is so old.
It's so good. The acting there.
That movie is so long. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Django Unchained is almost just as long. But yeah,
it kills fast.
The pacing is good. The action sequence in the end, it's amazing. The fact it's about like the slavery in the those times, and yeah, it's about bounty hunting. It's about slavery, and the performance is just so good, and the story is engaging. And I didn't realize it was Sam Jackson in that role in one of the particular characters, because I'm like, who's that? But it sounds like Sam Jackson, and I have to fact check. Oh, it's Sam Jackson. And he played a role which I've never seen him play before, and it was just like, yeah, it has to be up there.
He didn't say motherfucker.
I think he did.
He did, I think.
Did he?
I think he did. I'm pretty sure it's like in his contract. Whenever he signed, I have to say the word motherfucker in every film.
Yeah, at least once.
It's just not.
At least,
it's just not in the.
You almost even said it in Endgame, Infinity War.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think he said.
I think he said it, but they cut it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
It's like, Kevin, they cut my line. Okay, so yeah,
The only thing I'm good at. So
that's my number one for 2012. All right, let's pass it to Kelvin.
Right.
So my number one, I actually have a really hard time choosing between your pick, Bert, the Django Unchained, or since you already picked that, so I'll go with this one, Avengers.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I picked that. Good job.
Damn it.
Now I have nothing to pick. Well,
do you also pick that? Let's see if they can pick that.
actually, I was thinking between Django Unchained and Avengers as well.
Yeah, see. No, I mean, I ultimately still go with Avengers, mostly because I've rewatched that so many times, and it's honestly like one of the I like movies before, but this is the one that really movies. This is how good it can be.
That's true.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
good movies can be.
And especially when they start fighting the with the what's his name, where it's just like one continuous motion of like them fighting.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I like that scene.
That was so good. That was so good. I still remember it until today. So that's why. How about you, Vic? What do you have, Avengers?
Okay. I mean, basically, I agree with all the points you said, but then I'll add a bit more, I guess. I guess this is what technically is my first ensemble movie. Like I'm like, wait, you're allowed to put multiple heroes in one movie.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. That's allowed. and, and basically, like the reason why I actually put this is because if it weren't for Avengers, I wouldn't care anything about MCU. I'd be like, the fuck is
True.
Endgame? Who gives a shit? Like, if I
Yeah,
never
true.
watched Avengers,
That's true.
I wouldn't care about the rest of the other movies that came after. So yeah, because of Avengers, it basically makes me like the entire series, makes me more interested. So yeah,
You know,
and whatever
Uh,
Kelvin said before, that I also agree with that.
no, I feel like it's because we watch Avengers. That's why all of us like movies at this point.
Avengers
We
did
definitely-
because of
we
movies,
definitely-
because of
Basically,
Avengers.
yes.
Because
Mostly.
I watch movies because of the MCU and I watch the MCU because of Avengers. So
Avengers.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
technically, this is the founding. It's the founding of the Councilmen.
The founding movies of the Councilmen of the High
This is the
Council.
founding movie, technically. We may start with Avengers Infinity War for our first episode, but technically this is where all the idea led
That is
up to.
true. That is
Yeah.
true.
So Teguh, yeah, what you have?
Which is also why I had Avengers on.
Wow. So all three Avengers. Damn.
but okay. Since everyone else has Avengers, I'll just consider that like already dealt with, and I'll move one of my honorable mentions up.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
And for me, it has to be
maybe we should do that.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit. Okay,
Yeah,
I
unexpected
understand why
journey.
you would like it.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, okay, I like the Lord of the Rings series, and really, The Hobbit is the one that introduced me into it. Like I started
oh, wait,
from
you didn't start with Lord of the Rings?
no,
Oh,
I started
really?
from The Hobbit.
I mean,
Oh, that's
Oh
new.
wow.
Lord of the
I mean,
Rings
okay,
came out
I've seen
2001.
no before watching The Hobbit, I've seen like not like the full movie, but like some like parts of like Lord of the Rings. But I didn't really know what was going on, and then I watched The Hobbit, and after that, I watched Lord of the Rings, and then I watched Hobbit 2 and 3.
Nice.
Right, so yeah,
That's
the reason we watched
Unexpected
Lord of the
Journey-
Rings.
Unexpected Journey was I like the film, okay. I do like Desolation of Smog more. But yeah, I can see where you're because the fantasy aspect, the world building and everything is just incredible. in
The
this
world
film.
building, yeah, it
That's
is.
probably
good.
the main aspect you
Crazy.
take away from it. All right,
So-
honorable mentions.
I have. Do you have Bert?
Yeah, I'll say
I
the
have-
one that's two that I was twittering about. And honestly, even though I love Avengers that much, it didn't make my final two cut because of like there are other MCU movies that I do love more, and I feel like I want to at least represent one of these two directors in the list. And eventually, I go with Tarantino because I feel like this one is superior than the other, and it was Moonrise Kingdom by Wes Anderson.
I haven't watched
And
it.
you guys,
Moonrise
I know
Kingdom.
Calvin
I
have
don't
only
think I've heard of that.
seen the Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou, right? That's your first Wes Anderson film.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
we
no, no. I watched the Fox one.
Oh, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Okay,
And
yeah.
I loved Dogs before that. So.
All right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You watched that. Okay, well, yeah, the first live action Wes Anderson film, and Moonrise Kingdom. I do adore this one. It's very charming, and it was down to Django Unchained and Moonrise Kingdom, but I eventually go to Django Unchained.
Isn't
And
all
it's
Wes
kind of-
Anderson movie just charming?
Yeah, it's just like
He has a certain palette for every movie.
Charming.
Something
It's a
about
certain
Wes
color
Anderson's movie makes it so charming and easy
even
to
though
watch.
it's very dysfunctional. All of the stories are
know.
like dysfunctional characters.
But it's so
They're messed
charmful.
up.
He makes dysfunctional characters functional.
Yeah, somehow it's because of his style and his music and everything.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I want to shout out two more films. Les Mis or Les Miserables.
We just keep making fun of that
Yeah.
every time we
Let's-
watch
And
it.
Silver
Les
Linings
Miserables.
Playbook.
When the first
Alright.
time I watched Les Miserables, I was really confused. Like,
We watched it at the
did
same
they
time.
really? No, I watched it before you guys. I watched it.
before.
I watched it already before, but it's like the first time I watched it. What did they just change all the dialogues to songs? So yeah, it's pretty weird. That's cool.
Ariq, Teguh, you
So-
got honorable mentions?
Hey,
I have.
You did. Oh wait. Oh you. Oh right.
No.
Okay. Never mind. I forgot. I forgot.
Kelvin didn't mention. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Lorax.
The Lorax. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
the
watched
Lorax.
it though.
Yeah, what? Oh, but it's fun. It's a nice. The songs are nice. In
have a song? Oh, yeah, they have a
air,
song.
not
It's Taylor
so
Swift. It's Taylor Swift in there, so yeah.
clear.
I have a soft spot for that.
It's pretty nice. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
So, Teguh, Ariq, what you guys have?
Technically, I have two, like for this is such a dumb reason.
21 Jump Street.
So, well, technically, I already
That's a
mentioned
good
like
film.
Django Unchained is technically what is it? Yeah, technically, yeah, but you already mentioned that, so like you already explained why I like. Basically, the reasons you said you liked it is basically a similar reason. So I'll move on to my next one. It's actually Dread, starring Carl
I
Urban.
haven't watched that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Carl
I
Urban.
haven't watched that.
It's such,
Was this
it's
great?
such a badass movie. It's like The Raid. It's practically the same as The Raid. They're in an apartment building. There's a lot of criminals. They start shooting shit. Well, they didn't. They start throwing hands in The Raid. In this one, they start shooting shit.
They start
That's the only
throwing
difference. They start throwing bullets.
Yeah.
There's no point
Yeah,
bullets.
I thought like Dredd was. Yeah, Dredd is just like such a badass character. At least in this portrayal, not the Stallone one. That one, I don't know.
Oh, was
kind
it? Was
of
that one?
goofy,
Was
in my
that one
opinion.
bad? I've never seen either.
Wait, the
Yeah, I
2012?
find it goofy.
Wait, there's another.
But the Carl Urban one is
There was
so
a prequel
badass.
with Sylvester Stallone, I believe, in the 80s or 90s. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
prequel,
yeah.
like a previous film.
Oh.
This one is a reboot.
Wait,
Yeah.
so 2012 one is not the one with.
I think it's a
It's the one with
reboot.
Carl Urban.
The 2012
Ah.
one. It's a reboot. Yeah. So
I see.
it's just a really badass movie, and it's not
Yeah.
it's not the best, but it's quite badass. And the second one is
So, yeah,
actually
we got- Okay, so Dread was
The-
Ariq's honorable mention.
How about
I have
Uh,
one more.
Oh, you have one more?
No. The second honorable mention is The Dictator.
No,
so
wait, that's
stupid.
2012.
It's so
Yeah, that's
stupid.
2012.
It's
Oh,
so
wait, no, then I
stupid,
would've
but
put
it's
it
so
up there.
fun. Like
Damn it.
everyone likes making fun of that. I remembered in class, I was doing like a presentation about nuclear energy, and I literally went following one of the lines. This will be used for for medical
mean?
purposes. It will never be
Nuclear
used.
weapons.
I actually said that in class, and everyone laughed. So it's like everyone had a lot of fun, like just talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It's a fun movie. It's a
So,
fun.
yeah.
It's such a dumb film.
It's a fun
It
dumb
was a
movie.
fun movie. It's so stupid, but it's fun. 9/11, 2012.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Teguh?
The worthy
Well,
honorable
I had to
mention.
move Avengers down because two other people already
Right.
had it. But one, I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's an anime. It's called Wolf Children.
I haven't watched
I
it, but I
want
do
to
want
watch
I
to.
saw it
I
in the
want to
list, but
watch
I've
it.
never
People
seen
say
it.
it's extremely sad.
That's what I
It is.
Really?
It's like the Kimi no Nawa before Kimi no Nawa.
really.
Oh, well, time to cry myself again after this stream.
Mamoru,
You should watch it. It's actually quite
directed
good.
by Mamoru Hosada.
I will watch it after this stream. I will cry myself to bed. Yes.
It's a lot. It's I guess it's a lot more relatable because it's actually like no like weird stuff going on. It's literally just like two high
A
school
mother
kids.
trying to take care of her children like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Teguh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't say this film unless you actually haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure you have. I think you mentioned it once. Zero Dark 30
It's a military where they killed
is the
Bin
war
Laden.
film.
Yeah.
Did I see it yet? I don't think I've seen it yet. I think I said I wanted to see it, but then I completely forgot about it until
Oh,
you just
okay.
told
I
me
thought,
like
I
right
thought, I thought you
now.
have seen it. So I think you
Oh,
saw.
Look, they recreated this in Modern Warfare, the new one. The
You saw
mission.
the other.
There's a
You saw the
campaign
other
where they
Catherine
recreated
Bigelow
this.
film. I think.
Which scene?
What do you mean, which scene?
I don't know.
I mean, like no,
Oh,
like
you've seen-
which because I have Modern Warfare. I played it. So which part did they?
Oh, which
remake?
campaign mission?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but the point is they were trying to capture this one terrorist guy. It looks exactly the
Oh,
same.
through the house one.
Yeah, through the house one.
Dude, I love that mission.
Calvin.
Yeah,
Solo.
it's based off this. It's based off this.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, I have seen Zero Dark 30. Yeah, I remember now.
Now you remember.
Yeah, because I believe, if I'm not wrong, unless you said like maybe like Hurt Locker or something else, because I'm pretty sure you mentioned it during our top 10 action movies episode, which is very controversial. I believe you mentioned this film.
Well, I guess if I don't remember it, then it's not too memorable
Okay.
enough.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wait. I just realized I missed one. I missed one more honorable mention. What the fuck?
Sure.
It's right here.
And after that,
Wreck-It Ralph.
I was about to shout that out. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm okay with
okay.
that.
Well, yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, it's probably one of my most favorite animated like films. The second one,
Right.
no,
Yeah,
not
Okay,
really.
second one
I
is
just want to shout
The
out a
first
few
one is
more
amazing.
before we move on. 2013, Perks of Being a Wallflower, very good coming of age,
I
very
know that
dark,
movie.
very
I've
dark
watched
film.
it.
I've never watched that.
I
21
didn't
Jump
understand it
Street,
though. That's funny.
21 Jump Street, which is good.
It's funny. I like it.
And this one is to a lesser point, but they're still quite impactful, at least for my youth, The Hunger Games. And still a guilty pleasure
Yeah,
for
I
me
really
up until
enjoyed it.
now. Up until now,
Albert?
guilty pleasure for me, Pitch Perfect.
Pitch
Albert
Perfect.
was.
I haven't
Is this
watched it.
before Pitch Perfect can turn it on action movie?
Yeah,
It's the first one, yeah. The first one
Yeah,
is
the first
good,
one.
man. The
No,
first
I
one
think
is
Pitch
good.
Perfect will be following the routes of Fast and Furious soon enough.
Oh wait, that was 2013, wasn't it? Okay, now 20. Wait, was this 2014 just now, or did we do?
Okay,
20?
wait, hang on.
No,
I need to
that was
note
2012.
down this.
Okay, now we're doing 2013.
Yeah, now 2013.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Make sure I watch
Kelvin, let's
this
go.
movie.
so just disclosure before I give my list. I haven't watched The
I think I
Wolf
know
of
what-
Wall Street. I've never watched Gravity, and basically the
same.
top movies of that year, or Her, something like that. Basically the top movies of that year. So I am torn between Frozen or Movie 43.
Oh, for God.
Pick the first one,
I
please.
know,
Please pick
I
the
know,
first one.
I know.
Please pick
I
the
know
first
he
one.
would choose movie 43. I know. I'm not.
Don't you
I know,
dare put
I
movie 43.
know.
That's a disgrace.
Albert, before we started, you said we will
This
not
is the exception.
attack
This is the
other
one
mem-
exception.
This is we clearly said we are not allowed. We must respect everyone's opinion
Yes.
on this list. If he wants to choose 43, that's his problem.
So
Okay, fine. If you choose it, then I'll respect your opinion.
No,
And
well,
I'll
he
try
hasn't
to- I'll-
chosen
I'll
yet.
try-
He said
I'll
it's
try to say
between.
something
He said he's
positive
torn
about it.
between.
I'll try
No,
to say
but
something
I'm
positive about it.
but here's the thing. I am leaning towards Movie 43 because of the criteria that I put up for myself. Because I've watched Movie 43 a lot more than I've watched Frozen. for the scenes
watched
at
it
least.
43
You know there are other films in this year, right?
There are
But-
plenty
No,
actually.
Movie 43, it's so unique, it's so funny that I just have to watch it over and over again. Well, Frozen, yeah, the song's really good, but Movie 43, it's the best over.
It's his opinion. We
Have
shall
nothing
allow
to
Yeah.
say
it.
about this film.
I've never
Opinion,
watched it.
Albert.
I've never watched. Albert has watched it actually,
Oh,
and there's a reason why he doesn't want it.
it haunts me.
I've never watched it. I've
Albert,
never watched
that
the
is
full
why I
thing.
have to make sure before that, like.
You have to explain. I haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen Her. Okay.
Yeah, I have to let everyone know first.
Okay. All right. Let's
I
let's
haven't
hear
watched.
Teguh's.
I haven't watched Her, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Gravity. There you
Yeah.
go.
Let's hear Teguh's.
I think I know what the goose is actually. It's probably the same as mine. God damn it.
Is it Desolation? Is he gonna pick Desolation of Smog?
No,
No.
It's another one.
Pacific
It's
Rim.
another one.
I picked
Pacific Rim that year.
Monsters University.
Really?
Oh.
That's a good pick.
I don't like.
Oh.
Monster
Ariq
University
seems
that
surprised,
much.
so it seems like we don't have the same answer.
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's not the
So
same
why?
answer.
Why?
Why? It's because like Monsters Incorporated is one of the earliest like Pixar movies I remember like watching. So like it's a big part of my childhood, I guess you can say. And Monsters University just like it was a prequel I was really excited for, and I feel like they did it properly. Like
Okay.
they did
Yeah,
a good
actually, I
job.
agree
Like they
with
didn't
that.
like
Yeah.
screw it over and whatnot. And I was just really happy to like see the background of like
I
Mike
respect the goose opinion.
Wazowski and like Sully. So.
Wazowski.
Wazowski.
I respect your opinion.
Yeah,
Teguh.
actually. Yeah, I like that.
I'm not a huge fan of Monster University, but okay.
I liked it. I think I enjoyed it a bit more than Incorporated. A bit more, not by much. It was equally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add it's probably one of the best depiction of like college life, and it's funny because it's monsters, it's fictional, and it's in the like fictional university, and it's animated. But
I'm
at least
trying
for
to
American
relate.
college life,
Yeah,
the
kinda is.
depiction of it is like
Yeah.
very good.
Okay,
Is it
okay.
really?
American college, and like not my college.
Not our
Yeah,
college, Teguh.
Not really my college, but yeah, okay.
In
Just to get
Japan,
a picture.
it's more samurais and shurikens.
More
In college?
Wait, what?
All right. Well,
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah. Let's hear what Ariq have to say about his pick.
Oh, Kelvin already said it actually.
Movie 43?
Pacific Rim.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, Kelvin already mentioned it. It's Pacific Rim.
I agree.
I mean,
Pacific
like,
Rim.
I mean, it's not a good movie. Like, you know, like it's not deserving of Oscar or anything. That I 100% agree. But it is epic, man. The robot fights, damn,
No,
and the theme song.
exactly. No,
When the theme starts playing.
it's so good. I have to add, like Pacific Rim, the first one at least. I really
Yeah, the
like
second one
how
is shit.
the Jaegers, they all move like slowly,
Actual
but
robots.
yeah, like actual robots. They don't move fast like
Yeah,
in the second one, which is mostly the reason why I don't like it that much. It's
they
like this one is
they
the first
actually
Pacific
move
Rim.
like they weigh several thousand tons.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
So when it actually punch, like boom, the impact, is felt. Yeah, I don't know.
You
That's
felt
why I
that?
like it. I felt that, like it punched
Like
a
for
building, I
example,
got punched too.
whoa! Like when you're watching, whoa!
Whoa! It's like when you get
If only I
astral
could
punched
watch.
by the ancient one.
Yeah, and
And also, I like the monster design from Pacific Rim. Gil,
yeah,
Gil,
the monsters
Gil,
are
Gil,
very
Gil,
creative.
Guillermo del
Gil,
Toro.
yeah, Guillermo del Toro.
Go on.
I really like his
Yeah,
monster design. Really, really like it.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
So
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Basically, like, like basically, what gets me is pretty much how epic it is. I mean, like, I'm not sure, like, to go. You've already watched Pacific Rim. I know you did.
I've watched it like 4 times.
I
What
know
are you
you like
talking
them.
about?
I know you like. Do you know that time where like what is it? Striker, you hit by an EMP, then all of a sudden just like what is it? What's his name? Gypsy came out of nowhere,
Yeah.
just like hit the monster, and the theme
Oh,
song
yeah.
plays. That's so epic.
Yeah.
That is very epic.
I'm like, oh,
Like,
wow,
I'm nuclear.
That is very epic.
oh damn.
You know it's about to get
So
started
yeah,
when the music starts playing.
yeah.
So
When the
yeah.
music starts playing, you just know like, oh, oh, yeah.
So I guess
So yeah, Pacific
Al-
Rim.
Albert, what year is this?
So Albert, move on to you.
13.
Oh yeah, I was quiet for a bit because I was stunned. I was looking at the Oscars, and Monsters University didn't get nominated at all for any of them,
Oh
including
wow.
animated feature.
Really?
Frozen won, of course, no question, and it was The Croods, Despicable Me 2, The Wind Rises, which is a Hayao Miyazaki film, which I heard was pretty good. I haven't seen it.
The
And
Croods?
Ernest and Celestine.
The Croods is not good. It's okay.
But yeah, okay. So for me, this is 2013 is the toughest year for me to decide because before the show,
watch
I
all
was
the
telling
good
you guys
movies.
which one I should decide on, which one I should decide on. Oh my god, I swear I changed 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 films that was in 2013 that I
Four
kept on
times.
like, I'm gonna pick this. No, I can't. I have to put this. No, it's this one. Damn it!
Okay.
It's like so tough, and I eventually decided on one, and it's because of just how riveting, how intense the film is. The performance is incredible, and it's Prisoners, directed by Denis Villeneuve, which you might know from Arrival
Yeah,
and Sicario.
I don't even know
Prisoners.
what
It
that
stars
is.
Hugh Jackman. It stars Jake
Oh
Gyllenhaal.
yeah, I know Sicario.
And oh my god, this film is incredible. It's a tough watch because it's about a father who's looking for the missing daughter, and it's very intense. It's dark, and it's an amazing film. The script is good, the music is good, cinematography is caused by Roger Deakins. It's fantastic. It's unbelievable. And despite how much I can banter about this film, I'm just gonna directly jump to my honorable mentions because they're just as good. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like tomorrow I might even change the list into this one. And first one is Short Term 12. You probably have never heard of it. I've never heard of it only
Sadly,
until
no.
recently. And this film was great. You guys know that Marvel is gonna release the film Shang-Chi, right? The director of Short Term 12 is in charge of the Shang-Chi film, Destin Daniel Cretton, and it is an indie film, and it's a remarkable
Starring Brie
film.
Larson.
Starring Brie Larson and Rami Malek before they were famous. Before they were famous,
Free
of course,
Fire.
Brie Larson was, of course,
Before
in Scott Pilgrim and 21 Jump Street. But this is before her
Yeah.
film and before her Room debut, which is her Oscar-winning film. And I would even say I haven't seen Room in a while, but I would even say her performance in Short Term 12 is better than her performance in Room. It is that good. And Rami Malek, Lakeith Stanfield is in this thing before he was a big name. Caitlin Dever was in this film as well. So it's just an incredible cast, incredible story about the essence of family and about like childcare, about orphan kind of thing. It's really good. If you guys see Instant Family last year, if you like that film, then you'll probably like Short Term 12. Another shout out is The Wolf of Wall Street, because that film,
I haven't watched it.
it's the first Martin Scorsese film I've seen. It's a 3 hour of zaniness, insanity. Apparently, it's the third film with the most swears. The first two is just like straight up, like, I don't know what that film is. It's just like straight up very R-rated. But this one is like a legit good film which have the most swears. It's insane the amount of fucks that they said in this film. This is the first
they
film
said
where
like
you
4
saw.
swear words in 1 minute. That's the average.
Yeah, and of course you saw the all right.
From that movie?
It's the all right. It's not from that film, but the one the chest pounding is from there. And then like of course this is Leonardo DiCaprio is probably this is my favorite performance of his. It's insane. There's some physical comedy that he did that he channeled his inner Jim Carrey, and this is the first time we see Margot Robbie. And she has gone to become arguably one of the best actresses of this decade. She has produced a lot of films. She has a lot of the funny thing is a lot of young girls right now look up to Margot Robbie for what she does. People love her as Harley Quinn, and yet her first film ever is we saw her full nude.
Naked. Yeah, naked.
So yeah, and she did an amazing job in this one, standing up against Leonardo DiCaprio. So yeah,
I cannot work that way any harder, Albert. Stop it.
But yeah, Wolf of Wall Street is good.
No.
And my other two shout outs that I have to say is less to a lesser point, but it's her, the one that Kelvin missed out, is about Joaquin Phoenix who fell in love with an AI. And the AI is voiced by Scarlett Johansson, which is very interesting. I like the film, but I just at times it's very weird because falling in love with an AI. But if you buy into it completely, I can understand that.
You fall in love with Alexa?
No, I do not.
You
and I
will.
hope not anytime soon. And About Time, which is I'm gonna spoil it a bit. It's a love story. It's a love story that involves time travel. And it is one of the most romantic films I've ever seen in my life.
What, like Back to the Future, where he fucked his
basically the main character, he has the ability to go back into the past, but there are like certain guidelines and everything. I don't want to spoil it, but it's definitely one of the most romantic film I've seen in a long time. And now that I think about it, Margot Robbie is also in this film. She's also in this film About Time. So yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And just remember, she's in it. Vanessa Kirby is in this film, Kelv. This is probably one of her first film. Vanessa Kirby, Margot Robbie, Rachel McAdams. They're all in this film with Dom Holland.
Oh, wow.
It's an amazing cast, directed by director of Love Actually. So yeah, it's good. Anyway, that's my honorable mentions. I went sort of because 2013 is probably the best, one of the best ones.
Yeah, especially when Movie 43 come out on that year too.
Yeah, sure.
That's the best one.
What's your honorable mentions?
Well, who? Me?
Any of you?
Let's see.
Let's see. Well, I have plenty, I think.
Really?
But they're not that good, these movies.
Okay. My honorable mention is. Wait, who's going? You, me, or you?
Oh, just go ahead, Kelvin. It's fine. I'm pretty sure you have less than me, so that's why.
Yeah, I have less than you, definitely. Actually, no, you already say Pacific Rim.
Okay, that's technically one. That's it. I mean, you did mention why I
No, you know what? You go first. I will look first.
Oh, you want to think further? Okay, fine. I'll let you think further. Okay, so first honorable mention, World War Z. I mean, I've always like zombie movies and all that. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I just find World War Z the most entertaining. Where's Albert going? Anyways, so yeah, World War Z is like just really entertaining, and it's not as like it's like most zombie movies. There's always like this like dumb stereotype where like a guy gets bit, he doesn't tell, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They don't do that World War Z. They just like straight up zombies and start shooting. It's like Left 4 Dead, the movie. It's basically like Left 4 Dead.
I'm not a big fan of the movie.
It's kind of epic. Not Pacific Rim epic.
Yeah, it's. I agree, it's epic. I just don't like the ending as much, where you have to infect yourself with.
Oh yeah, the ending.
Like
yeah,
disease.
get AIDS. Literally, get AIDS. It will save you.
Yeah,
it will save you. It will save you. And the second is Albert's not here though. He knows this movie. I think you know this movie too. We're the Millers.
Oh, I watched it. It's funny. It's actually real funny.
It's funny, yeah. It's just something you watch when you're bored, and it's funny.
For fun kind of thing.
Yeah, for fun. For fun movie, it's quite funny. It's quite fun too. It's just quite entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else I can put in here. Technically, I can put The Conjuring, because it's one of my most favorite horror movies.
I was gonna say that.
Wait. Okay, so Albert, you just joined back. I said The Conjuring is one of my. Well, I mentioned before others, but
I was surprised
that Conjuring is.
No, I want to say Conjuring, and then I will say Conjuring.
No, I was surprised you didn't
put
number one and you put movie 43 instead.
Yeah, because it's
both of them are horrific to watch, but at least one is a legit horror and one is unintentional horror.
Unintentional horror. But yeah, just like Conjuring, it's one of my favorite what do you call it? Horror movies. It's I don't know, it's actually scary, but it's not stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not stupid actually. Yeah, I know it's actually scary.
So,
Kelvin.
Okay.
How about
everyone get a chance to say they're honorable?
Teguh didn't say it.
Honorable for 2013.
Yeah.
I only had one more which I was considering, which is just Frozen, I guess. But you already mentioned it, so no, I don't have anything new.
So apart from Frozen,
all right.
Okay.
Nah, nothing new. Only had 2 listed down.
All right. Let's move it to 2014.
This one though.
You like this? You like this year? Then let's start with Teguh then. Let's start with Teguh. He seems excited.
I have for this?
No, not that I like this year. I have too many options. It's difficult.
Okay. Well, let's hear it from Teguh.
I agree. There's too many options. There's so many good ones.
I agree.
Oh, I think I know what Teguh's gonna pick. I already know. I'm scrolling down my list and I'm like, this is one of Teguh's favorite all-time films. I remember him mentioning it, so I'm just if you don't pick this, I'll be surprised.
Say it.
I'll probably go with what I'm guessing Albert is guessing that I'm thinking of. It's Fury.
Okay.
Oh shit! Really? Okay, never mind. I was thinking of the wrong thing.
It's a war movie, of course.
I thought you're gonna say Battle of the Five Armies.
Oh no!
I would, but that one scene where the elves jump over the dwarves, I can't forget that. That's unforgivable.
As a war strategist, this triggers me.
It makes no tactical sense. You have the perfect shield wall against a cavalry charge, and what do? You jump over it.
That is true.
I forgot Fury was 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never finished that film.
I've never watched it. I heard
the thing is, okay, normally I just wait for honorable mention, but personally, I think it was for me Fury, but what I think is more relatable to the rest of us is Guardians of the Galaxy.
You can say Fury. There's nothing wrong with saying Fury.
Yeah,
no, I'm just telling you that, for me, it was really between those two.
Okay.
Oh, you were caught between those two.
Yes. Well, there's a third one, but less so.
Mm-hmm.
And a fourth one, but those two can go into honorable mention.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
What?
You're not gonna mention anything why you like Fury? What?
Oh, it's a war movie. It has an M4 Sherman. The 4 M4 Shermans against a
Brad Pitt.
Tiger tank. What else is there to say?
Okay. I think I should know that. Yeah, I should know that. Like, yeah, I should know why Teguh likes the movie. Why you explain?
It's just simple.
It's a
It's a
tank.
war movie.
Brad Pitt,
It's
Shia LaBeouf,
tanks.
Logan
And
Lerman.
they
a
kind
tank.
of, I mean, sure, they made mostly tactical sense.
This is the last good film that David Ayer made, and then he decided to make Suicide Squad.
He went downhill.
Ooh,
He went downhill real quick after
shots
that.
fired.
So
There's a lot of movies here that I know and even watch.
so
All right. Well,
So
do you
who
want
goes
to
next?
mention your top then, Ariq? Or should we go to
Oh,
Kelvin?
actually, wait, I already
Okay.
mentioned.
Already.
I'm not sure if this is. It feels a bit unfair because I already technically mentioned it.
What is it?
So I was caught between the Raid 2 or Kingsman. They were both like exceptionally great. What do you call it? Action films.
Isn't
Basically,
the
like
guy
the
that
reason why I like
works?
the Raid 2 is
No, isn't the guy that
What?
works on Raid works for Kingsman?
The director?
I'm
No.
not sure.
No,
I'm not sure.
stunt guy or something.
I have no
Oh.
idea who the stunt guy is.
Looks that
And then
good.
I'm not so sure.
I'm
I am
gonna
not so
fact
sure
check
actually.
that. I'm gonna
No,
fact check
no.
that while Ariq.
No. What's that thing? The Winter Soldier, the fight scene in the elevator. That's based off the Raid.
Ah, okay.
That's what I remembered. But I'm not sure about the Kingsman. But the thing is, like, I know technically we're not allowed to choose two movies. You know what? Since I already chose the first Raid, you know what? I'll go with Kingsman.
Kingsman:
I
The Secret
already
Service.
choose the first Raid. Yeah, I'll go with Kingsman because it's like, basically it's the same reasons. Like it's like what is it? It caught me by surprise the way the action scenes worked out. Like the first time I watched it, I thought it was just like a typical spy
I agree.
copy of 007
James
or
Bond.
something, you know?
Yeah.
Like I thought it was just a typical like that movie, and then they did that manners maketh man, and I was just like,
And the church.
whoa,
You make
whoa.
man.
I was like, what?
That-
Whoa,
and then the church scenes, especially.
Oh yeah, the church scene. I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
Even
so
the
good.
training,
Like,
the
it's-
training
yeah.
montage is so good.
Like it's basically the same reason like in the Raid 1 and 2. It's the way they shoot the action scenes, how they
Yeah.
captured it. That's what makes it really good. The story on its own is it's all right, but
It's
you
pretty
know
okay.
what, the action is too good that
The
you don't really
style.
care about the story at that point. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the style. Yeah.
And this film also put Taron Egerton and Sofia Boutella to fame.
Yeah, it does. I didn't really know who they are at first.
Yeah.
So, do I go next?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
I'll go?
You can go next.
You can
Phil.
I am caught between two movies of a very different genre.
Say both of them.
Mhm.
Winter Soldier, Captain America: Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
And
which is my favorite MCU movie. Maybe.
Yeah,
above
yes, we know.
everyone,
Yes,
but
we know
yeah.
that from previous episodes.
And then
And?
the other is Whiplash.
that is the same two that I was deciding on. I
Yeah.
wonder if you go the same way as I did or not.
I've
Let's
never
see.
watched
No.
Whiplash. I know it's good. I just never watched it.
I think I will go with Winter
Not
Soldier.
my tempo.
I think I'll go with Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Winter Soldier for
It's
the
just-
best of this year.
I don't know. I just like how Captain America just becomes so good after the first movie, where it's just kind of and this one is just so badass, and then the costume of Captain America and this one I think is the best.
The stealth suit. Ugh.
Yeah, I think that's the
Stealth
best
suit,
Captain America suit. And then also
America's ass.
Winter Soldier is so. In this one, it's like he's so good, especially when he caught the shield the first time. You know, that was like really like oh. Yeah. So Winter Soldier. I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, I had the same decision between, like Kelvin said, Whiplash or Winter Soldier, and I was down to the two, and I was leaning one way. And last night I decided to rewatch one of them because I wasn't sure if I really liked it as much as I did, and I decided to rewatch Whiplash. And that is why I decided to put in my list Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Nice.
I love Whiplash. I'll say why I'll choose Captain America eventually, I love Whiplash. It's one of the most incredible film I've ever seen. The drumming, they make drumming into like a sports film. That's how I can the comparison of it, and it's so intense. And the one thing, oh, you guys haven't seen it, right? Okay, I'll just say it without spoiling anything. I'll just say it like this: the reason why I like La La Land more than Whiplash is because La La Land is about a character that's pursuing their dreams, yet they still have love for other people in it. There is still an essence of love. This film, it's like a love for a passion, but there is no love for the people. And that is something that I just found like kind of a negative in this film. Like it makes me dislike character a little bit because of that, without spoiling anything. But yeah, that is why I picked Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's just a riveting action film, like Kelvin said, one of the, if not the most action-packed, the best action sequence in all MCU films. And I have to put one MCU film in here, so I'll put Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's just incredible. And at points, you actually legit, when you're watching this for the first time, you didn't know. There's actually points that you thought Captain America might possibly not make it till the end of the film. You possibly can die.
And also, you cannot trust anyone in that movie, at least.
So yeah,
you're Hydra. You're Hydra.
Yeah, that's my argument for
you,
Soldier.
No, you.
I want to shout out real quick, Guardians of the Galaxy, like what Teguh said.
I agree with that. That's also
it creates it's phenomenon in MCU. No one thought it's gonna work.
Nobody knows what they are.
Grand Budapest Hotel. My other Wes Anderson pick. That's probably my favorite Wes Anderson pick, but yeah, I cannot put it over Winter Soldier.
I haven't watched it fully.
The Theory of Everything, Felicity Jones and Eddie Redmayne, the one about Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
And What We Do in the Shadows, Taika Waititi.
Hey, what do you do in the shadows?
Okay, you guys have honorable mentions?
I do some. There's actually way too much, but I can put like one or two in there.
Okay.
The first one, John Wick. Obviously, same reasons for the Raid 2 and what do you call it, Kingsman. It wasn't as over the top, however. It was more grounded and more realistic. Let's see what else. I guess. Oh yeah, Godzilla. I actually like that. 2014 Godzilla.
Kelvin hated it.
It's what started the MonsterVerse.
Kelvin hated it.
I mean, I like it when Godzilla appears, but outside of that, it's just
yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I dominated. It's just because of Godzilla alone. When he appears, it's like whoa. As soon as he gets to the humans,
like just sleep through the humans part.
Yeah, like as soon as the humans are just like,
and then Godzilla appears. Oh,
Godzilla! That's why the King of Monsters, they made the monsters appear more frequent. But people complain about
that. I like that a lot more. But
I
like that a lot.
But people complain about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's a monster movie, not a human movie. Stupid.
The humans are the monster. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're getting off track again.
All right.
Typical Councilmen.
Do I go or Teguh go?
Yes, either one.
You go.
How many honorables do you have, Kelvin?
Okay. Teguh, you go first.
So I already mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy.
You go first.
And then something else that has been mentioned by the Ricky over here, John Wick. That's obviously on.
Okay.
And none of you guys mentioned it, right? Like, for me, one of it is Interstellar.
What?
Yeah, I don't like that film.
I haven't watched it.
You don't like it?
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
That is probably the most divisive of Nolan's film. I'm one of the people who I don't like it. I really don't like it.
I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, but it was interesting enough for me. It was a good movie, but I wouldn't say I was interested. It's a good movie. I can give credit for that.
I can see how people like it, but I just can't. I just didn't like it.
Alright. Is that all to do?
Yeah.
So I guess my other mention is like most of you guys already say it. Guardians of the Galaxy, John Wick. But
we always said it.
I also liked 22 Jump Street is nice.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first one, though.
My name, yeah.
Yeah, not as good as the first one, but it's good. But then I
still
also
the
like
my name, yeah.
Yeah, that came
like
out from there.
Neighbors.
Mexican Wolverine.
My name's Jeff.
I like the Neighbors. The one with
I
Seth
haven't watched
Rogen
that.
and
Neighbors.
Dave Franco, I think that's his name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also the interview.
Paddington. Oh,
I've not seen the interview.
The interview.
I've seen the interview. There was a lot of like what is it? Like issues with that.
Yeah, I don't
heard.
mind, but I enjoy watching it so much.
It was fun. It was fun actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Paddington, Kelvin. I know you how much you hate Paddington.
I don't hate Paddington. I just hate how he looks.
Paddington's so good.
But he looks so cute. No.
No.
Like, no.
Yeah, so
No.
that's my honorable mention for 2014. Basically all comedies here. My honorable mention.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I guess we should go to next year,
Oh
2015.
they are comedies. Yeah, I just realized.
Yeah.
2015.
Okay, I
Oh, what did I choose for
let's hear
this?
from Kelvin first. 2015.
Oh, me first, 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Alright.
I think I know. I think I know what most of you pick.
There are two, but I'll just say one of them right now because I know one of you guys will say the other.
What if
I'll
they don't?
just-
What if they don't? Then
Oh, okay.
I'm very sure they will.
You do.
I'll just say that the best movie in 2015 is Inside Out for me.
Inside Out. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good choice.
yeah, Inside Out.
Oh my god! I was hoping someone say that.
Yay! High five, Albert.
My
Wait.
favorite Pixar film.
The other
Wait,
side.
high five. Yay!
Favorite Pixar film of all time.
So yeah, Inside Out. Really touching. It goes into a child's mind, which is interesting to say. And also the story is really good. Hits all the emotional points and stuff like that. It really shows how it feels like growing up. It's relatable, kind of. Yeah.
Oh man.
What
So-
if
You guys
emotions
have all
said
seen it, right?
emotions?
You guys have all seen it, right?
Yes.
Did we watch it together?
I don't
Did
know
we?
if we did.
I think we did.
But I'll just-
I don't know.
Since you guys, Ariq, you've seen it, right? I'm making sure.
Apaan?
We've all
What?
seen it. We've all seen it.
You've seen Inside Out, right? I'm making sure.
Inside Out.
I've seen
Yeah, I've
something.
watched it actually. Yeah.
Dude, if you don't cry when Bing Bong died, there's something wrong with you. And
Oh, yeah.
there is
So
like
sad.
it's rarely ever that I cry twice in the same film from two different sequences. Inside Out is one of them. It's when Bing Bong died, and when she finally came back to her parents. I don't know
Dude,
why. It's
the
like
relatability in
tears
that
of
movie.
happiness.
Yeah. The relatability of
Yeah, it's
you know.
crazy.
I mean, like
Insane.
So good.
It's too accurate.
I mean, like when I was young, I have an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun to watch that and sad at the same time. So
Yeah.
I guess that's mine's an Albert. Yeah. So
Oh, what is
No,
Albert's
it's not
movie?
mine. It's not mine.
oh, it's not yours.
Albert,
Oh,
okay,
it's
we'll
not
just
yours.
I was
Albert,
considering
then.
it. I was
okay.
considering it. It's my favorite Pixar film, but it's not mine.
So who wants to go next?
Let's go, Ariq.
Cheeky nigga.
Alright.
Okay, fine. I'll go next. I think this one's kind of obvious at the same time, not really. Yeah, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, see, that's the other one I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That's the one.
yeah.
That's the one that I thought all of you are gonna pick Mad Max Fury Road. That's what I thought.
I mean,
I have that. That's why-
when I first
No.
when I first watched it, I had no expectations. I was on a date with my ex, and we went to we just wanted to watch this movie. Like, I don't know, it's gonna be kind of cool. And then it turns out like the way they portray everything again, like the actions, the like the whole thing, it's just like it's extremely epic, like the post-apocalyptic. I just really like them like going like witness me. It's so badass. I was like, whoa, damn. Holy crap. Like, yeah,
all
so
the
it's just
action
like
scenes.
it's like if you think about the story, it's so stupid. The story is kind of dumb. They went somewhere, they went back.
Yeah. They
But
were
you're
out one
invested
way
throughout the film the whole time. That's the crazy part.
because of the action. The action is just
like
so
you don't
crazy.
even notice how dumb the story is.
And
you don't-
the action and the characters too. Furiosa was awesome. Mad Max was
Yeah,
there.
that's how you make a strong
Nicholas Holt, the
female
Knox guy,
character.
the one that's just,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
lovely
yeah.
day. Doing his
It's
praise.
a
like-
even the bad guy.
Immortal Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's the action sequence.
They had the fact that they used all practical and they had to use CGI to remove some of the explosions. That is unheard of because it was too distracting.
Too much.
They had to remove the explosions because it was too distracting. It was so unheard of.
I think the only thing they used like CGI is like the storm part. That's it.
The storm part,
the whole cars, the explosions, the fire.
That looks beautiful too. That looks beautiful.
I think one of the craziest is like the one in the pole, and then they have to go to catch the guy
with the guitar.
Imagine on the car, you're going like this, up and down.
While moving, very quickly.
Moving. Oh my god, this is crazy.
I especially like the guy with the guitar. Like he plays epic music.
I think that's everyone.
So unnecessary yet so cool.
Yeah, he's the most.
It's extremely unnecessary, but you didn't know you need it. It's like I must have that.
I think like every military should have that one guitarist.
Like strung up on a helicopter.
For a morale boost.
Yeah, it will work. It definitely works for a morale. Definitely. I think we all agree that technically everyone just enjoys this movie.
I do.
Yeah.
Right. Let's hear what Teguh have to say.
Actually, it's not on my number one.
What?
What is your number one?
My number one, actually, I don't know. You guys might not agree, but like I put it as The Martian.
I can see that. It's a very good film. It's a very good film.
I like that movie. Yeah, it's a very good film.
Yeah, it's like it's a fun one, and like it's my kind of.
I mean,
sci-fi movie.
I understand when you mean fun. It's like when he's like the character. I like the Matt Damon's character very much. He's like very sarcastic and he's like really funny at the same time.
Yeah, like
just like
his character is very likable,
Yeah, it's very likable. Like there's one part where it's like, hey, the whole world can see what you're typing. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I like that scene. It's so funny.
Jessica Chastain is in this too, and Sebastian Stan is in here also.
Oh yeah, he was. He's one of the crew.
Yeah.
One of the crew members.
Yeah.
I understand why you like it.
What's his name again? Michael Peña. He was in there, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
the guy we all want to narrate our lives.
Yeah, in Ant-Man. He's also Ant-Man's also this year.
In the same year. So he's in Ant-Man and in The Martian the same year. Damn.
Yeah, and in The Martian. Yeah.
The Martian.
I like The Martian. Yeah.
The one thing that I still find funny until now, like the Golden Globes doesn't matter. Like Oscar is what matters most, but the Golden Globes have the category of best. They have Best Picture divided into two. They have drama, and they have musical or comedy. And The Martian won Best Picture for a musical or comedy. That film is neither. I mean, I can see comedy, but that film is neither.
There is comedy in it, but it's not a comedy.
Exactly. So yeah. I just found that.
It's also very like scientifically accurate, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
To, like some experts.
It is.
That's interesting. That's an interesting.
I heard it's one of the most scientifically accurate films.
Yeah. See, they can make something so funny but accurate.
Yeah. All right. My pick.
It goes to you. Yeah.
Yeah. So before I go to my main pick, I'll just shout out one honorable mentions. Room, starring Brie Larson, of course. It's one of the best. One of her best performance. Jacob Tremblay as well. And this started my love for Brie Larson as an actress. But my favorite film of 2015, even though Inside Out is one of my favorite films of all time, Mad Max is one of the best action films of all time. The Force Awakens is one of the better Star Wars film. But I have to pick this one just because I remember. You know how when you see one of your favorite movies, you remember the exact time and the exact place where you saw it for the first time, and how you feel for the first time when you first saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I still remember firmly how I feel after watching and while watching this film, and it's Creed.
Okay.
The sequel reboot of Rocky. I've never seen the previous Rocky film before I saw this. My cousin recommended me this. I still remember I was sitting in my cousin's bedroom. My cousin was tired because he had a long day after what he was doing. So I was left at my cousin's place. My cousin was sleeping. So I decided, and he recommended me this film. I'm like, oh, let's watch it. Never seen a single Rocky film. Don't know who Sylvester Stallone is for the most part when I first saw this. Don't know who Michael B. Jordan is. I remember watching this film, like, God damn, this film. I just want to punch everything. I want to work out and everything. It's just so good.
Wow, aggressive Albert.
I swear, every time if you watch this film, you want to work out directly. You feel like you want to.
Yeah.
It's so good. Michael B. Jordan, unbelievable performance. Tessa Thompson. This is when I found out about her for the first time. Sylvester Stallone should have won Best and Supporting Actor in the film. Got snubbed. He got nominated, but he lost to.
What happened?
He lost to. God damn it! What's his stupid name? I hate him now because of this. Mark Rylance. He lost to Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies, I believe, instead of Sylvester Stallone. But yeah, unbelievable good film. And of course, this one, Ryan Coogler, still my favorite film of his. And yeah, the music by Ludwig Göransson, man. With the training sequence when he's running with the bikes and everything. Oh my God, what an amazing thing.
Yeah, I remember that scene the most.
The song and everything. And oh my God, unbelievable. Yeah, Creed, one of my favorite all-time films. I think I even like it more than Rocky, which is saying a lot.
Wow.
Wow. More than the original. Blasphemy.
More than the original.
Yeah,
I haven't watched the second Creed, by the way.
Second Creed I didn't love as much. Maybe because I just love Creed so much, even though second Creed is fantastic. But yeah. All right. And you guys have any honorable mentions before we jump to 2016?
Hateful Eight.
Technically, I have. Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Many people don't like that movie, to what I heard, because
I don't.
it's too long.
I don't. It's
I
not
thought I
really too
wouldn't
long.
like it, but
A lot of Quentin Tarantino films are long, but this one just feels slow for some reason.
how long?
No, this is still faster than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time was
Kidding
really
me?
long.
No way.
Yeah, we were watching together. We were like, when is it gonna
Are you
end?
serious? That's how you guys felt on
Me and Ariq were watching.
Even some of
Once
us
Upon
were
a
like,
Time.
I think we should have just watched Weathering with You.
Yeah,
Really?
we
Wow,
chose.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't feel that. Okay.
The
felt
Hateful
that.
Eight is just, I don't know. I just like all the dialogues that they speak in the
It's a
Hateful
good
Eight.
film.
So
It's a good film.
exactly.
Just not for my taste.
So yeah, I like that a lot.
I like all that. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no more. Oh,
Wait, no. Shush. I kinda, a bit, very a little, like the movie Good Dinosaur.
Oh, the good.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. I've watched that actually. I've watched that accidentally. Oh,
Accidentally.
recent.
Accident.
Yeah, it's just on the TV. It just started playing, and I'm like, okay, well.
I'll say this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say this about the Good Dinosaur. It has the best looking clouds in animation that I've ever seen.
What?
Very
I don't know
specific.
why. Something about the
Very
clouds. Just
specific
looks,
best-looking
if you
clouds.
watch it again, pay attention to the
Suspiciously
clouds. Pay
specific.
attention to the clouds. Trust me.
Yeah, no. I know what you're
reason.
talking about. I know what you're talking about.
For some
good
reason, I don't know why.
A movie that I want to watch but I never watched is The Revenant.
Yeah,
I've never
me
seen
too.
it. I heard
Yeah.
I've
it's
seen
not for
parts of it.
it's not for the weak of mind because of how gore and how disgusting it is.
Yeah, exactly why I want to watch it.
It's to your taste. It's on your.
I saw the parts where like the Indian tribes attacked them. It was like quite violent, quite gory. It's not that gory, but it's violent.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have
How about the
50
others?
Shades? No.
No.
No. I haven't even watched it actually, so I can't really say.
Did Albert watch all of them?
Huh?
Did Albert watch all of
Darker?
50 Shades?
I think Albert watched the darker one.
I've seen the first two. I didn't get a chance to go to the third one. I cannot stand. That a line in from the second film still bugs me to this day. It's so bad that I remember it. It's like
What is it?
What is it?
so the main guy, the Christian Grey dude. I'm ashamed that I know his main character. Christian Grey. He was abused as a kid by women, sexually abused, and so he was like scarred. So at one point he confronts the women that abused him, and he's like, "Okay, what is it? Okay." So he's like, "You might taught me how to fuck, but you taught me how to love." I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
So bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk about 50 Shades in this episode.
Okay. That wasn't my honorable mention, by the way. I was gonna say Ant-Man, just mainly because of how Louis tells the story.
Mostly because of him.
Ant-Man's fun.
Basically because of him. So I was like that.
Yeah.
and back it up. Just back it up.
Ant-Man is
Back it up.
Ant-Man is like the same case as the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not many people know,
Yeah,
Ant-Man
they think it's
works.
stupid actually. Like Ant-Man, seriously? What the?
Yeah,
Are you
exactly.
kidding?
It sounds
It sounds
stupid, but it
dumb,
works.
but it works. It works.
Yeah.
And another mention, I guess, for me is Jurassic World. I thought it was gonna be like a shitty reboot, but it's not that bad.
It's
Quite
pretty
good.
cool.
It's
I
pretty
like the
cool.
idea. It's just
The
it didn't live
Indominus
up to
Rex
the
was kind of
potential.
cool and all. Yeah, but the Indoraptor in the second one is kind of just stretching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No more
how
Indo
about you, Teguh?
dinosaurs, please.
How about you, Teguh? Do you have any honorable mention?
Nope, that's about it.
Oh.
I just shout out two more, but I want to explain it. The Witch, A24's The Witch,
Okay.
starring Anya Taylor-Joy,
Yeah,
I
and
want to watch
Sicario.
that.
yes.
Sicario, Denis Villeneuve again.
I want to say this.
Oh.
Chappie.
I can't remember Sicario very well. Oh,
Oh, it's
Chappie.
Chappie.
Oh, Chappie.
Is that the
Yeah.
robot
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, the robot
The
one.
robot one, yeah.
Is that Neil Blomkamp?
I don't know.
I believe it is.
Chappie. Yeah.
It has
That-
there's
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman. There's Hugh Jackman in it.
It's Hugh Jackman. It's Neil Blomkamp film. Yeah.
yeah.
So Hugh Jackman is in
Yeah.
Real Steel and in Chappie. Nice.
Two
But
robot
Chappie is-
movies.
Chappie, I don't know, the name of Chappie is just cute.
Yeah, I mean
sounds
that's how he
so
got his
cute and
name. He's a
British.
happy Chappie.
Yeah.
All right then. So let's transition to
Chappie.
2016,
2016.
the latter half of the decade. We know what Ariq's gonna
Just
pick,
pick-
so let's just go with Ariq directly.
I literally
Suicide
just
Squad.
watched it minutes before the stream. The reason why
And
we got the late is
I'm
because I was
surprised you directly
watching
put it. I'm surprised you directly put it as number one that fast.
Right?
Hey man,
Like,
it's
I
a
don't
good
know.
one.
Even though I watched halfway
It is a good
through,
film.
halfway through it at first, it was already getting to me, man.
Yeah.
And now and of course, so yeah, basically, Kimi no Nawa, that's the one I chose for
In
2016.
English, it's called Your Name.
I don't know. I just like the way the story flows. Yeah, it's called
I
Your
agree.
Name. I just like the way the story flows and the character writing. Like the character writing, the story, and I guess just the way it looks, the animation,
Oh,
the
man,
animation
the
style.
is
I'm not
so
sure how to
beautiful.
describe it, but it looks. It looks
so-
it looks beautiful. That's how you
For a
describe it. It's not
hand-drawn
like
animation,
cool or
it's
badass.
cool.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you feel the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way when watching Tenki no Ko?
Yeah, I understand everything you kind of mentioned about. Like, I see like the same vibe, like the ending similar, and the girl you mentioned, you like, oh, this girl appeared in Kimi no Na. I was like, oh, yeah, I know, yeah, that one. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. It's that one.
It's okay, Bert. It's okay. No more spoilers, Bert.
I haven't seen it.
I
I
keep
don't
on
know.
forgetting
You
I
haven't watched
haven't
Wuthering
seen
with
Tenki
you?
no Ko.
It's not out yet. Damn it. There is
Really?
no available
Oh
streaming
shit! I'm
with you.
sorry. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned there might be spoilers
I didn't hear
to
anything.
the
I didn't hear
later
anything.
movie.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Oh,
Good,
okay,
good.
okay. Well, that's all I have to say about it, really. Yeah,
I'll
Yeah.
just add on.
such a
I'll just
beautiful
add-
movie, man.
I want to add something. Your Name is my favorite animated film of all time.
Okay.
There is only three
Oh,
that
really?
comes
Of all
close.
time?
There is only two other that come close, and one might appear in the future or might not. We'll see. The other one you already know is Inside Out, but yeah, Your Name is just beautiful. The story,
Oh my God,
the
2016 has so many good names.
the story, the music. Oh, the music, and the buddy. The fact that they do a sci-fi buddy swap.
Oh, yeah,
as
the
second
music.
they
Oh
get
my
to
God, I
romance.
forgot to mention that.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah.
The music for Kimi no Nawa is
Yeah,
it's
the
like
music.
it's so good. Everyone knows the song, even if they don't even if they haven't watched it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Kelvin,
listen to it again. Jeez.
Kelvin, what's your pick?
My 2016.
Yeah.
And the Oscar goes to Moonlight. Wait, no, La La Land.
It's not Moonlight. You didn't say
Reverse.
Moonlight.
La La Land.
Also, you're actually going with La La Land.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the crowd.
I don't know. La La Land. It's I think one of the very first. No, it is one of the first musical movie. Like the first time,
That
I
you
think.
really like.
Yeah, the one that I really like. Like I watched Les Miserables. It's just kind of weird, but this La La Land. Perfected musical in the movie.
First
I
musical
think.
that you like.
Yeah. The first time Albert I
Yeah.
think Albert is the one that mentioned me about La La Land. I was really hesitant to watch it at first.
We
Like,
watched it together, I believe, in the theater,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I was kind of like, I don't want to
I was just
disappoint
like,
Albert.
oh, it's a musical.
No, I thought I didn't know it was a musical. I thought it was just a romantic
So
movie
good.
kind of thing. Then when I watched it, I directly got hooked in the opening scene. Just
It's another day of.
I was like,
It's
I
another day
still
of sun.
play all the songs in my Spotify playlist. I still put it there, still on repeat. It's under Another
too.
Day of Sun, Somewhere in the Crowd.
People really love City of Stars.
City of Stars is good as well.
I'm not really a big fan of
People
City
really
of Stars.
sing that a lot.
It won the best original song.
I know.
I don't
I'm
think
not.
it deserves.
I like the very
but it's
first song.
good.
I like the very first song and
First song
the
is my favorite one.
what's the song that I keep
Another
on
Day of
singing?
Sun,
You
Somewhere
got
in the
the
Crowd.
invitation. You got the
Somewhere in
right
the Crowd.
address.
Yeah,
Another Day of
just
Sun.
another
That's
Sun
also
and
good.
some. Yeah, and that one.
Lovely
is,
Night
like,
is also nice when they're doing the tap dancing.
Mm,
There's
I
no lyrics,
agree.
but the music is very pleasant.
There are lyrics around the first part.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh yeah, the cinematography.
Cinematography.
Beautiful.
It's
Yeah, I
also
think
really
that's what really
Yeah,
catches my eye. Like
Damien
they did
Chazelle.
everything like one take, right? Like
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, like
In
there's
the well,
hidden cuts.
it's cut. There's cuts,
Yeah.
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 There are hidden cuts in there.
Oh,
Yeah, Emma,
but
of
it looks
course,
like it's one take.
Yeah,
Emma
exactly.
Stone
That's the
won the
point of hidden
Oscar.
cuts.
She won the Oscar for this, well deservedly.
Yeah, I agree.
Ryan Gosling did well, got nominated. Damien Chazelle won Best Director.
What did it won actually? Best actor,
Let me
best
check.
actress.
Let me check. I believe
Best-
it won. I
Best Director?
think it won 7.
I know it
Oscars.
lost to
I'll need
Moonlight.
fact check. Yes.
I
I know our
know.
biology teacher didn't like it when Moonlight won. He liked La La Land.
Oh yeah, Mr. Mario, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
he really liked La La Land.
Okay, I'll let Calvin finish and then I'll read the accolades I did.
I like the. Also, I like the ending of La La Land. It's not really the cookie
I
cutter.
love the ending. I didn't really enjoy the movie that much, I'll admit, but the ending is like probably one of the best endings to like any movie I've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
sad, but it's not.
It's sad, but it's not. Yeah, I agree. It's just kind
sad,
of like
but
It's sad,
but it's
not.
hopeful.
It's like they
It's
got
sad,
their
it's hopeful.
dreams, but they didn't do it together.
yeah.
And that is why I prefer La La Land over Whiplash. Whiplash is on a technical level is probably better in terms of script maybe, but this one La La Land have just so much more love in it, and it have passion and it have love, and that's something that Whiplash is missing in my opinion. Whiplash is all about passion, and it just lacks the love part of it. And yeah, La La Land. Anyway,
Whiplash
best
is more
director.
to obsession.
Yeah, it won Best Director for Damien Chazelle, Best Actress for Emma Stone. It won Best Original Song for City of Stars. It won Best Original Score. It won Best Cinematography, Best Production Design. Yeah, it won that. So it got nominated for 14. It won 6.
Nice.
Wow, it's a lot of
Really
wins.
good.
But
I shall go.
But
I
not
shall
Best
go with
Picture.
mine then. I shall go with mine. My film didn't get nominated for an Oscar at all, sadly. My other 2 contender for this one was Your Name and La La Land, so I'm glad both of you guys covered it. But my film, this film has gone to become, I would go as far as say my favorite film of all time. So it's kind of an easy pick for me. And 2016, Ariq said it's a pretty good year. I said it's a good year in terms of how important it is for me personally. In terms of film, there are some, it's not as strong as some other years, in my opinion. But yeah, Sing Street. It's one of my favorite films of all time.
I don't know why I know.
It didn't get nominated for an Oscar. It should have been nominated for Drive It Like You Stole It. It should have defeated City of Stars. Bless you, Kelvin. John Carney directed this. Lucy Boyton stars in it. Fredio Walspero, I think that's his name.
Littlefinger.
Ferdia Walsh-Pilo. He plays it. Jack Rayner, who was from the shitty Transformers film, and now is in this film and is very good. Littlefinger, Aidan Gillen. And yeah, this film is just, it's a good coming of age film. It's a good romance film. It have amazing music. It's sad yet hopeful at the same time. You said how the ending of La La Land makes you feel sad, hopeful. This one also, it's like a very hopeful ending.
Yeah, similar
It's
vibe.
just
Similar vibe.
The ending for Sing Street really, I don't know. Especially, I don't know. I think like me and Ariq can relate. Since we have no, I think me and Ariq can relate because like we both have older brother.
Oh yeah.
Kind of.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really nice.
I can go on and on forever, but I want to let Teguh speak with his pick. But yeah, this is just, I've said it so many times. One of my favorite is grown to one of my favorite
two
film of all time.
musicals.
I think I've seen this film over like 6-7 times now, and that's a lot considering it's out 3 years ago.
I've been making my friends watch this a lot.
I know this is like my go-to if I want to test someone I want to see if they have good music taste. I just say, check this out.
I agree.
Yeah, film. Yeah, drive it like you stole it, man. And
I would recommend anyone that.
Beautiful Sea, Riddle of the Model. Oh my god.
You should watch it with your girlfriend.
Riddle of the Model. Dang, dang, dang. I don't know why they added that.
You should watch it with your girlfriend again.
Okay, so yeah, Teguh, what's your pick?
Teguh is thinking.
Dead Air.
Different for you.
I think I know one of them that he's picking. I don't know the other one, but I know one.
I have no idea what he would like.
Yeah, me too.
Screw it. Rogue One.
Think about the war movie. Oh, Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Okay, I thought you're gonna go with Hacksaw Ridge. But
I understand. Yeah, I get what Teguh likes it. It's the most like war orientated of all the Star Wars.
Yeah.
It puts the war in Star Wars more clearly. The last scene is Scarif. Yeah,
I liked it a lot, and
it put the war in Star Wars. It really did.
Hell yeah.
Most of the time, it's just Star.
I would say this film is quite underrated. I would say it's a really good film.
What was the second one? I guess we can just jump directly straight into the honorable with this. Yeah. What was the second one go?
The second one, the honorable mention is Moana.
Oh yeah,
that's a good.
I did not see that. I did not see that coming.
I was expecting Kelvin to go for it actually.
Moana is
good. Moana as well.
Because of Kelvin's favorite "Make Way, Make Way" song.
No, I was really struggling. And I'm surprisingly, Moana didn't even make the top 3.
It didn't make the top 3.
Moana was. If I didn't finish Kimi no Na wa, I would have just picked Moana.
I thought you would pick Hacksaw Ridge too.
Hacksaw Ridge is this year.
Honestly, I just completely forgot it existed.
Oh, it's forgettable.
Albert, I'm surprised you didn't choose Free Fire.
Huh?
Dude, it's the
Free Fire.
This healer has like 0 kills, 0 death, but he has like so many supports.
No, Free Fire is not that
He's
good.
the best healer.
75 revives. I know, even more, I think.
Even revives enemies, dude. What do you mean?
Yeah, even the enemy. Oh, there's one movie that I thought Kelvin would actually put in there.
Deadpool?
No, Kubo and the Two Strings.
Nah, I'm okay with it. It's not really.
I don't know. You keep telling me to watch it back then. I was like, oh, okay, maybe.
Mostly because I really like, and I mean like, I like I mean like I'm a big fan of stop motion animation in this kind of thing.
Oh, you just like the animation and all that.
Yeah, and in Kubo is just so good.
It took them how long? Didn't they start like 2010 or 11?
No,
I'll just say 2016 is an important year for us because this is the foundation of Movie Brawl for the most. The Instagram page started because of Moana.
Yeah.
That was the first one that we ever did. And so Movie Brawl, in case you guys don't know, the listeners, this is like our
attempt at making a movie related stuff. Yeah,
and we made it actually worked for a lot of the time, and then we just got too busy.
When we were doing it constantly, when we were focusing on it, no, it works. We got followers.
At our peak, we nearly had like 600, I think.
Yeah.
And then after we graduated, we just stopped doing it because we got
too busy.
Yeah. So, what should I say? My honorable
now? I'm surprised you didn't wait. Bert, did you mention this or not? Edge of 17. You said you really like that movie.
That's my honorable mentions. Edge of 17, The Nice Guys, and Civil War and Zootopia are my honorable mentions. But they're not close to La La Land and Sing Street and Your Name on my level.
My honorable is, I mean, like you mentioned it, Civil War, of course. Moana, of course. And then there's the Sing Street. Yeah, that was my second one. It's either La La Land or Sing Street. And then I also like Miss Peregrine's Home for the Peculiar Children.
Oh yeah, that
Damn, I forget that film. I'll be honest, I forget that film existed.
That
I like
movie
that.
was
I like that
interestingly good. Like when we watched it, at least, like, this is interesting.
Yeah, especially Miss Peregrine.
She's hot. She's hot.
She good. She good, boy.
Yeah,
she
she's hot.
good.
She's hot. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, it's evergreen. What the hell?
True.
course.
It's evergreen. Can never be not
Evergreen.
hot.
Actually, wait. My honorable, excluding the ones that are already mentioned, like Sing Street and
Yeah.
what is it, Civil War, Moana, Hacksaw Ridge.
Free Fire.
Is it though? Hunt for the Wilder People.
That's a good one.
Like Albert recommended
I
this to
haven't
me,
seen
and I
it,
was like,
actually.
oh, okay, I'll watch it. And I'm like, oh,
I've
this
not
is
seen
kind
that
of
yet.
interesting. It's kind of weird, kind of funny, and
Oh, yeah.
it's my
If
first
you-
Taika Waititi film.
If you like Hunt for the Wilder People, I think you will love Jojo Rabbit. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I think I would
So similar in
I'll watch
tone.
that. Yeah,
Mm.
so yeah, the Wilder People.
Also, no one mentioned this, but I'll have to shout it out anyway. I didn't love it, but I thought it was a very impressive film. Arrival. Denis Villeneuve again.
I haven't
I
watched
actually
it. I haven't
considered
watched
it. But then I decided, nah.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't
Like, it's a
watched
good
it.
movie, but,
Same.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. 17. Let's
So-
go.
2017.
Edge of 2017.
No, not
Good
Edge of
one.
27.
No, we already went past that.
Okay, I'll go with mine first. Then I'll go start first, and then we'll go to Teguh. Mine one came down to either to two films. I the only way I can decide this is like which one I like more and which one I think I will rewatch more and how much is my personal ranking of ratings and score in it. And it came down to two, and it's Logan and Get Out. And at the end of the day, as much as I love Logan, I feel like Get Out have so much rewatchability factor that I had to pick Get
Yeah.
Out. So I went with Get Out just because of the rewatchability factor of it. It's probably my only horror in the list. Jordan Peele's debut, Daniel Kaluuya, amazing in that performance, got nominated for an Oscar. Unbelievable story. The more you watch it, the more layers it gets, and the deeper it is, which is impressive. So yeah, that's why Get Out is in there. Plus the social commentary of it is good. So yeah, let's Get Out. My 2017. Teguh?
The thing, well,
Wait,
the
okay, let's
thing about Get Out is like usually horror movies. There's not much rewatchability again,
Mhm.
you know, because you kind of know the twists and stuff. But in Get Out, you just kind of like you find new things every time you watch it.
I've only watched it once, so I probably didn't notice much.
Wait,
Yeah.
before we go to Teguh, did anyone of you have Get Out as well?
No,
No,
No? Okay.
I'll be honest, it's not my favorite, but it was quite interesting.
good.
It was very interesting, actually.
Yeah.
so Teguh.
Go.
For
Teguh?
me, I was kind of torn about it for like until like 10 seconds ago. But I've decided that to boil it down to rewatchability, and in that case, I have to go with my amigo Coco.
Nice.
Oh, Coco. Nice.
Damn, that's a good
I like
one.
that movie
That's a
too.
good
Coco, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I like Coco.
Me too.
my-
And I'll explain the
I'll put it as my
rewatchability thing
honorable.
later when I talk about the honorable mentions. But Coco,
It isn't
man,
my
that's
honorable
like
mentions though.
I don't know. I don't know about
The
Kelvin,
music.
but for me, Coco touched me more than Tangled.
Hey,
I agree.
no, Tangled.
I still I prefer hysterical, but I prefer Coco.
Even
like-
Yeah.
The music, man. The music is man.
And
The
all the
music and
characters
the-
are very well done.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
No, I do
I
agree
used-
though. In the emotions you feel when watching Coco, especially the last scene later when
Oh yeah,
Miguel
yeah.
is talking
Yeah,
to
yeah.
That's my
Because
blessing.
that's
Coco.
like relatable to everyone.
Yeah, that it got me a bit.
Yeah.
It was like, goddamn. Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay, Ariq,
Yeah.
what's
Okay,
yours?
so technically, I was torn apart by this one movie and Coco. So but since you already mentioned Coco, for me it's Baby Driver.
God damn it! It's the same one as me.
Damn, really? Baby Driver.
I mean, we got the same ending. Like my choices was either Coco or Baby Driver too.
Or Baby Driver. I just really like the movie. Okay, I mean like okay, you know what? I'll mention the later movies in the what do you call it? Honorable mentions. What like Baby Driver? Like it's like the action scenes is creative. It's like you see fighting scenes before, like the previous movies, like what The Raid, John Wick, stuff like that, fighting scenes. But have you seen car scenes before, huh?
Oh,
See people drifting around, huh? I mean, like you can say, like, how about Fast Furious? Yeah, no, they kind of lost that touch since Tokyo Drift. I haven't seen cars move like that since Tokyo Drift. So yeah, I was like, yeah, but it's not racing though. It's heist. It's more relatable, like to me and Kelvin, because we play GTA online. Good too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't go online.
Is this your favorite Edgar Wright films?
I would say yes.
I think this is my favorite Edgar Wright.
Than any other Edgar Wright movies.
I've watched it only twice, I'll admit. I didn't watch it that often, but at the same time, like I think Albert likes to mention this before. Oh, he's not here, so what's the point of saying it then?
I just choke on water.
Okay, so I think Albert mentioned this long before about why you like Baby Driver. I think it's like the way like the scenes and the music kind of like go in sync together.
Yeah.
Like the way he drives, the way like when he dodged the bullet thing, like that, like it. Yeah, I like that they put it in sync.
And then like also all the cuts that they do, that the quick cuts that they do is on beat with the song. It's like so.
Yeah, Edgar Wright likes to do that with his movies, like the cuts and random stuff.
Yeah, the quick cuts just makes it, I don't know, seems more fast paced and it works. It really works.
Much agreed.
Yeah, exactly. So
I really like that. Yeah,
I watched Baby Driver a lot of times, and I still
it's very fun. It's a very fun movie, and I'm probably gonna watch it again before we're gonna have like a heist on GTA Online. I'm gonna watch that movie first.
And then you don't really see. I think this is the first of its kind where the music is the one that gives the beat to the action and driving scenes.
Yeah, not the music following.
I don't want to say if it's. I don't know if it's the first time, but it's definitely one of the first that I've seen.
It's the first I've seen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, like
we've seen
the one where it gets so popular with it. And also, to me, it lives up to the hype because like the first time I saw the trailer for Baby Driver, and they have all the like the test screening that is like 9 out of 9, 10 out of 10. I was like,
Really?
Yeah, I saw.
Are you sure about that?
Huh. Yeah, in the trailer. No, in the trailer when they do the test screening thing, they put like 10 out of 10 in Sundance film, something like that. In all the festivals, so I was really hyped for the movie, and it piqued my hype.
Pretty much, yeah. They weren't exactly wrong.
All right. Well, Teguh mentioned that he wanted to say something about honorable mentions early on.
Yeah.
Oh, my other one was Dunkirk.
Oh, that's a war movie.
The only problem with Dunkirk was in terms of like rewatchability. I cannot compare it to Coco. No, it's like a one-off experience that like. I like you really enjoy, but like, I really like Dunkirk, so I think I had to at least mention it.
I really wish that I watched Dunkirk
probably
in the
like
cinema.
The Stuttgart warnings. Actually, I don't know if they were accurate or not.
Because like
I saw it in the cinema. I saw it in IMAX.
Yeah.
Oh, it was way too loud.
I wish that I watched Dunkirk in the cinema.
I feel old watching it. I'm like, my ears.
No, because they say the sound design is the best.
Oh, it's incredible! It's incredible.
Yeah, the sirens from the German bombers. I think they said it was very accurate.
Yeah, but that's why I don't know if I recommend it on IMAX and with all the sound. My ears hurt. It was way too loud for me.
I'm getting war flashbacks.
I'm deaf. Can you hear me?
You never even experienced it, but you still got PTSD.
Like I felt like I was there, man. Bombs, sirens.
Yeah. That's a good Nolan pick. You guys have honorable mentions?
Yeah, I do. Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Logan.
Thor
Ragnarok is really funny.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok was funny. It's very goofy.
It's a very good film. Also.
It's goofy, but it works.
It's just a very good film in general.
Yeah. Anything else that I actually like?
Okay, so I'll say.
I just want to mention Kong because Kelvin got so scared in his cinema. It's the best part of the decade.
Oh man, that was that year, huh?
Yeah. Disaster
okay.
Artist.
That's a good pick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Disaster
that's a
Artist.
good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good film.
Oh, Greatest Showman is this year too.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
mention
a good
that. That
film,
was
but
one of my.
it wouldn't come close to my top. It wouldn't come close.
Yeah,
to my
I
top.
know, I know.
I would have mentioned.
No, yeah, I'll say this.
Though.
I think looking at the list of movies right now, that's of this year. I'm gonna say this is probably, there are some good films, but like the top of the crop are good, but everything else is like not as good. So I think I would say this is probably the weakest since 2011. I'm gonna say
Okay.
in terms of a group of films. But yeah, my honorable mentions is the other guys already say Logan and Thor Ragnarok and Coco as well. Wonder Woman is an honorable mention for me. I love that film. The Big Sick, starring Kumail Nanjiani, one of the best rom-coms in recent years. And I, Tonya. A lot of people doesn't like it.
I haven't watched.
I adore this film. Margot Robbie stars as Tanya Harding. I adore this film. So yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized that this is also one of the most disastrous year as well.
Emoji movie. I was gonna say
that. God.
That's true.
Pitch Perfect 3 as well.
Yeah. The
wait, no way, it was this year. That was
That's
the same year as Greatest Showman. That's true. Oh my god.
Pitch Perfect 3 is the equivalent of Fast and Furious 5 when it starts to get clear.
Yeah. This film have a lot of downs. Transformers, Geostorm, 50 Shades Darker, Downsizing, Baywatch, the Smurfs film.
Oh yeah. Downsizing.
Oh well. Downsizing.
Oh wait,
sucks.
oh whoops! Did I completely miss that? John Wick 2. That's good. John Wick Chapter 2.
Wait, really?
Yeah, John Wick Chapter 2
is that year.
Yeah, it's good. The first one, Chapter 1.
It was good.
It wasn't.
Wind River was good.
Yeah. I guess that's
like we haven't. The MCU stuff, we kind of just glossed over them. Guardians of the Galaxy and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that much. I like Spider-Man.
The second one was underwhelming compared to the first.
I mean, I do like some scenes from there, especially when the Yondu is like killing everyone with the whistle thing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that is
testicle face.
It's not testicle face. It's taser face.
It's something. It's not testicle something.
Did you say testicle face?
It's something testicle. He said like, why do you... No, he made fun of the taser face name, so why don't you call yourself like testicle something? I don't remember. He said that.
Okay.
I know that was sorry.
I don't remember, but if that's the case, then.
Oh look, Star Wars. No,
you.
Disgusting.
I shiver from that.
Disgusting.
All right then. Let's. Anyone have any other honorable mentions that they would like to shout out before we move on?
No. I thought a lot of people like Wonder Woman. Y'all like
it. Shout it out.
I did. I like Wonder Woman.
It's okay. It's alright actually. I can like it.
Favorite DC. It's my favorite DCEU film.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, Shape of Water was fine.
Oh, I want to watch Shape of Water.
Here, okay. If you want to watch a good indie, Florida Project and Wind River, both very good films. Wind River star Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen.
Shape of Water. That's the one I want to watch.
Yes. The girl banging a fish. All right then.
Yeah, I don't know. Gilmore Del Toro stuff is really fun to watch.
Okay, so shall we move on 2018?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us
do
so.
Let us wait. What is this?
Okay, 2018. Let's start with who started last time? Whatever. Teguh,
I don't remember.
Well, I started before though.
Oh. Okay, Kelvin, go.
I haven't started in a while, but okay.
Okay, fine. Ariq, go.
It's just going around in circles. Me, go.
Okay,
Alright, so obviously I chose Avengers now. Screw that, not Avengers. Ooh. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Damn it!
Hey!
Kelvin chose it. Albert agreed. Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse is actually after is better in my opinion than Infinity War. Not by much, but slightly better. I just like I mean I like the Miles Morales. Like this is technically his like first introduction to the big screen. Like, is it? I don't know. Yeah, I think
yeah.
Yeah. And the idea of the multiverse and everything, and of course like the animation's amazing. The song,
God.
dude, the song, dude, Sunflowers. So,
Yeah,
it's
so nice to listen
vibe.
to.
Like I like relaxing to that song, man. It's so chill.
Dude, the animation, I love it so much.
It has everything, man. It's like it's
The
badass, but it's also
story,
like quite
the
neat and cool.
characters,
Yeah,
Spider
the
Gwen,
characters, all the Spider-Man,
Penny
all the
Parker,
Spider-Man women.
Spider-Man Noir starring Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage.
Dude,
Nicolas
it's so
And
Cage.
good.
they had
They
they
even
had a,
showed.
they had a fat, depressed, broken-hearted, jobless
Yeah,
Peter
Peter
Parker.
Parker, and it
that's
worked.
who
Yeah,
you become, Albert.
What's that supposed to mean?
In
that's
Halloween.
all of us. That's all
So
of
I'll
us.
be are you saying I'll be divorced, fat, broke, and
Hey,
hopeless?
divorce means at least
Is
you've
that what you
married
said?
once.
Albert, I said in Halloween, that's what you become.
Oh, okay, yeah, that I did become.
Oh, right. Technically, yeah.
I thought you were
Technically.
predicting the future. I'm like,
No.
what do you mean?
And I just realized, I think Miles Morales is probably the coolest Spider-Man I've ever seen. Like, he can go invisible and has lightning powers.
Yeah, I didn't know he can do that.
Yeah, I was like,
He
whoa.
have like spider shock, and he can camouflage.
Yeah, I didn't know he
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah. That makes him like the coolest Spider-Man. They also showed Spider-Man 2099 as well at the end.
In the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, aside from
That's
just the
cool.
style,
And they made the meme happen. The
Oh, yeah.
they made the meme happen. Oh my god, they
Yeah.
embraced it.
okay,
Embrace.
well,
Yeah, so yeah.
just to add to what Ariq and Kelvin have said, aside from just the style, it have an amazing story. It's very rewatchable.
is,
I've seen this film several times now. It's very rewatchable. It's so much fun. And the characters are just so lovable and have so much heart. Even Kingpin as a villain was a good villain.
He have a,
And you
he
understand
have
the
a good
motivation.
motivation that you can kind of jump into.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like once again, with the style that they did, they're able to make some pretty cool action sequence. They killed off Peter Parker in the first few minutes, which is insane. And they
Yeah.
introduced.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
And one of
There's
the
another.
one of the best cameos by Stan Lee. So
Oh yeah.
So,
the mask always fits.
yeah. So,
Teguh, you have anything to say about this film?
have you watched it?
I haven't watched it.
Oh shit!
That's
Spoiler.
why.
Oh well, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm
I thought
sorry,
everyone
Teguh.
had
We can
seen it.
spoil
Why
the
didn't you
full
say
movie.
anything?
Yeah, why did you say it?
I mean, because like I
I
Why?
don't know.
You
don't
just
know.
stopped in the middle. It's like
not
because
anytime soon anyway. So
Oh.
it was on Netflix.
You should
What?
watch it though. It's good. It's very good.
It was on Netflix during summer. I don't know if it doesn't work because I saw it on Netflix. Okay.
So,
Okay, Kelvin or Teguh? Who goes next?
Teguh, you go first.
2018 is for me without a doubt
Blade Runner?
Infinity War.
Oh,
Infinity. And what I mentioned.
Yeah.
What I mentioned before.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think the reasons are somewhat obvious. I don't know, you can explain it though.
It's epic. That's all
It's
you have to
epic.
say.
That's what. It's Infinity War. What
Yeah.
else is there to say about it?
Or
Exactly.
Bombay. Oh, Bombay.
No, in Infinity War, especially the scene when they're fighting on Titan, that is like the best.
Oh,
One of the
Oh,
best
yes.
scenes.
in my opinion, the best is when Thor just suddenly arrives in Wakanda. Oh,
bring me
Thanos!
It-
That is a
my,
very
like,
cool
I
scene.
remember my hair standing up, and then Banner was like, "Haha, you're so screwed now."
Oh, and they didn't win. And that's the best part. They didn't win.
Yeah,
And I'm saying that because it's so ballsy that they do that.
yeah, I know. I was so
Yeah,
shocked
like,
when they didn't
Remember
win.
all the memes when all the memes that were like, as everyone after watching Infinity War, and they're just like,
Yeah.
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 I was like, they really killed them all, did they?
That's how I was like. I don't understand. Like my friends after watching it, they're directly talking about it. They're like, oh my god, you're crazy. After watching it, I'm like, I cannot speak right now. I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak to anyone. Do not speak to me. How are you able to speak? They just fucking died. I'm like, what
I
the
think
fuck is going on?
I think almost everyone like they didn't expect Infinity War to end that way. So after
yeah, right.
that ending happened, everyone was just speechless. Everyone was speechless.
Yeah. I was
What's
just
gonna
like-
happen next then? What will happen in Endgame?
It's an amazing film.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
It's basically what Captain America said in the end. Did we just lose?
Did we just lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we just lose?
Did we just lose?
Wow.
God.
This is no place to die.
I don't know if I've ever asked you guys this. Do you guys like Endgame or Infinity War better?
This is they're very much.
Last I answered, it was Endgame. I'm pretty sure, but now.
Yeah. No, here's the
I
thing.
don't know.
After thinking about it, after taking some time off.
To me, Endgame, you have to relate it with everything else. Then it's the best. But as a lone movie, Infinity War to me is better.
I agree.
Yeah.
I very much agree.
To me,
Endgame
that's
just
how I
feels
feel.
like a continuation, like a direct continuation of Infinity War.
Yeah. Like I mean, like we mentioned this before. Endgame wouldn't work if the rest of the movie didn't work before that. If there no other movie before that.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like I mentioned before, Avengers is why the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's a good list. It was either Into Spider-Verse or Infinity War, but yeah, I think Into Spider-Verse.
Wait, so every one of us.
Wait, what did Kelvin pick?
So every one of us has either Infinity War or Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse.
Wait, what did Kelvin?
Yeah. Kelvin hasn't picked yet, I think. He gave his opinion, but hasn't picked.
No, it's Infinity War and Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse.
What's your main one? What's your main one?
I can't.
Yeah, what's your main one?
You have to pick.
Pick one.
We're not moving on until he pick. All right, let's wait.
I'll go with Spider-Verse.
Okay.
It's such a good film.
It's really good.
Film. I was surprised by that.
Yeah. Dude, I was surprised. Like, I didn't.
War is amazing as well.
They're on the same level, honestly, on this year.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
There's some movies here that I've watched that are
Actually,
decent.
The fact that they're both comic book films says a lot.
Actually, in here there are lots of honorable mention.
All right,
There's a lot of honor. There's already one right now for me. No, two.
Woman.
Wait, no.
I guess
just one main one.
Just for formality's sake, I guess Black Panther is pretty good, but I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm not a big fan of it, but it is good.
I love how you say it. I love how you say it for formality's sake, as if something bad's gonna happen if you don't say it.
Flashback to that episode that I didn't have Black Panther.
How dare you?
I feel like if I don't say it, someone will get mad.
What about Black Panther? Why do you like the other ones?
It's an important film, but yeah, I'm.
It's an important film.
It's not close to the top of the MCU.
Yeah,
it's like, good, but it's not to the top. There's still one more movie that's almost
with Black Panther. I still very not much agree with how it is the nomination for Best Picture.
Yeah,
I mean, they do it because of importance of the film.
I know, but still.
I can see
Infinity War or Into this one.
I can see.
So, and then another honorable mention, A Quiet Place, really good.
I have not watched that. I should watch it. But Albert said it's better if I watch it in theaters because it's more.
No, dude, you don't have to watch it in theaters. It's mostly silence.
Yeah, but it's more tense. It's more tense.
Yeah. Watch it. If you want to watch it with someone, make sure they don't speak at all throughout the whole film. Find someone who doesn't speak, or not. Just watch it alone. Do not have popcorn.
Don't eat while watching.
Yeah.
Even if you have
popcorn, you won't touch it because you're too scared.
Yeah. I was eating while watching it. At some point, I just stopped eating.
What's going on?
And then I also like Isle of Dogs. I really like that. It's Wes Anderson, so.
I think I know which one that is.
Here. This decade, isn't it? And then.
Oh wait, I have plenty here.
Incredibles 2.
I haven't watched that.
I like that.
Is it good or is it like how is it? Is it as good as the first one or just?
No,
I wouldn't say it's as good as the first one.
It's tough to top the first one.
Yeah.
So the first one set a high bar.
And
the first one is really good. I like that.
And Bohemian Rhapsody, I like that.
I have not watched that. I have not watched that either.
Teguh, you have an honorable mention, girl?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm surprised it doesn't have an honorable mention because this year, 2018, they have Ready Player One. That's why one of my top.
I haven't watched that.
Yeah,
as much as I like Ready Player One, I could not just give it a
same
movie of the decade.
No, I'm just giving it. I don't care. It's still pretty good. I don't know. It's like video games and shit. Why not? Everyone's living in my conditions of a shitty room.
What?
Ant-Man. No, not Ant-Man. I hate that movie actually. Not that. Not that good.
It's not good.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
It's just
boring.
just a
Yeah,
fun.
it's fine.
Actually find it quite boring most of the
Okay.
time.
Oh,
Wait, I swear to God, there was one more. Or did I lose it?
okay.
Uh,
While you find it, I'm gonna shout out
eh,
mine.
Okay.
yeah.
Mission Impossible Fallout. Oh my
I've
God!
not
The
watched
best
that.
Mission Impossible film. One of the best action films in the decade. Well,
Johnny
since Matrix
English.
Fury Road is that. It's right below Matrix Fury Road in terms of the best action film of the decade.
Okay.
Black Klansman. Fantastic film.
Yeah,
I've watched that again fully.
You don't like it? Huh?
I'm okay with it.
Did I overhype it for you? Is that why?
Yeah, you did.
It's
You did,
a
bro.
good film, but I think I set the expectation unfairly.
No,
I mean, I
no,
already
wait.
watched it before you
Here.
told me. I think. So I
Here.
know.
The reason why I was kind of just like with it is because I think Ariq and Albert. I was watching this in the airplane, right? And then Ariq and Albert kept on saying like, "Oh yeah, the ending is gory, oh, violent at the end."
I didn't
It's
say it
not.
was. I said it was more
You're
violent
not
than the
wrong.
rest.
You don't think it's violent?
It's
It was more violent than the rest of the movie.
yeah, I
It was
mean,
a shocking and disgusting ending. I'll just say that.
yeah, but it's the way you say it. It's like I was expecting something like I don't know, something like Hateful Eight, the ending.
Okay,
You know, where
yeah.
just everyone just
I was
shoot,
trying to
shoot,
steer
shoot.
Kelvin away from
Fair,
that,
fair.
but I think Albert
I did
overhyped it.
I did an unfair criticism of it.
Yeah, so it's like, sad.
Okay, no, Adam
Sad
Driver was
film.
good in there.
I
Yeah,
forgot
Eat
to
Great.
mention. I found it. I found the second
What is
movie. Bumblebee.
I was about to
haven't
shout
watched
it out. I love Bumblebee.
Yeah,
Oh,
I really
Is it
like
that good?
Bumblebee.
Hailey
Yeah,
Steinfeld's
good.
in it.
It's kind of it's a cute movie. It's, I don't know. how
The
to
only
say it.
bad part about it, the only bad part about that film is
God.
You're not wrong.
that is legit. He is actually in the film. And
Oh,
he
wait,
was so
really?
cartoonish. He was actually in the film, and he's so out of place because everyone is like a real character and it's like a cartoon. So that's why. That's the only bad thing. But I love.
He does look very out of place, even though he's playing a military like commander or captain,
He's
like
so out
which
of
makes
place.
sense
It's
for
literally
him.
like he's playing a character.
But he still looks out of place, even though he's playing a right character.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, I think like it's John Cena's face. It doesn't feel like a
serious.
movie serious face like Dwayne Johnson
Yeah.
can be.
He's a comedic. He's a
Yeah.
comedic.
Yeah, exactly. It's his face.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna shout out 8th Grade, one of the best coming of age film, Gucci. Searching, amazing film as well by about John Cho searching for his child. The fact that they all filmed it in using a computer screen is amazing. What else?
How
The
about
others
Vice?
are
That's
just
good.
fine. Huh? Vice?
Yeah, people keep on saying it's one of the best ones.
It's all right. I'm not a big fan of it. Green Book was good. I like Green Book. It was a sweet, not sweet. It's a feel good film. Hereditary was it was a nasty horror film that was good.
I don't
It
like
was
it
a
as
horror,
much.
but it's not like the scary type is different according to my brother. I don't understand it.
it's,
I think I have to watch it.
You have to watch
it to
it.
get it. Yeah, I have to watch it to get it.
How do I say it? It's hard to watch. It's not
Hard to watch.
scary. It's hard to
No,
watch.
I mean like, not for me.
Favorite is alright. A Star Is Born and Roma. It's good, but I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, I guess that's it. Crazy Rich Asians, I guess a good rom-com, but not even
I haven't
close.
watched that.
Infinity War.
I watched a bit of it. I didn't watch the full thing.
Nice.
All right then. Finally, the end of the decade, 2019, the year that just wrapped up. So, what is our pick?
I think it's good.
This is interesting. There's so many good movies.
And okay, just for the disclaimer, the year has not been finished yet. So, for the most part, I'm pretty sure all of us will change our opinions by the end of the year or whatever, even after. Because like by the end of last year, my number one pick was for the most part Infinity War, but upon looking back, it's like Spider-Verse. So this is most likely going to change. It's just very recent. But as for now,
It might change,
what is
but
your top?
as
What
for
is your
now.
top?
I mean, since I'm who's going first?
I think
You
Kelvin
said
can
you
go.
can go first.
Okay.
No, you can go since you talk first.
Yeah, sorry. No, since I set my criteria to rewatchability, it definitely is Endgame.
Endgame.
Definitely
The
is
final
Endgame.
scene is definitely worth watching over and over again.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just watch the scene, watch
Play
the
the
ending
film.
scene,
Yeah.
and like everyone loved it.
Yeah, the ending
When
scene.
when Captain America finally finished that sentence, Avengers
Dun, dun,
assemble,
dun, dun,
dude.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
the goosebumps, man, everywhere.
Oh yeah, in the cinema, I was just like,
I dude, in the cinema, I want to shout when I watch that.
I shouted.
Uh,
I was
I was
hyperventilating.
Most people who were watching in my cinema were kids, so they didn't really shout apart from "Ooh, Fortnite." I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, I think I told this before in the previous one. Many students in HipU skip class
Yeah.
to watch Endgame.
You did say that.
Like that day, class was so empty.
Where are they? Never mind. I know exactly where they are.
It should just be a national holiday at that point.
At that point, it was an unplanned national. Oh, no, technically it was planned. An unofficial national holiday.
Yeah.
It
so
was during
Endgame.
exam time for my class, and everyone's like,
Was it?
"Screw the exams." What is the exams anyway?
Was it during exam time?
Screw the
Oh.
exams, Albert. Dude, I avoided spoilers like so professionally.
Oh, I got screwed over in Endgame because of that stupid ass game Teguh makes me play, Rainbow Six. I cornered a guy with my team, and he was like, "If you kill me, I spoil Endgame." I'm like, "You dick." Dickhead. Absolute dickhead. God.
Even if you're like, I don't care, I've seen it.
Me and my friends ordered him. He's like, "No, please."
But yeah.
Right,
So Endgame.
all of you have
definitely.
Endgame?
I think Endgame should be in our top at least for
Yeah.
consideration.
Endgame is in my top, but sadly it isn't. I think my one's kind of predictable. Again.
Is it this?
Wait,
Oh,
What?
I was like, what? What?
I don't know what you're saying, Kel.
What? What? Belly flopping Captain Marvel? No. No.
Oh, is that supposed to be Captain Marvel? Fuck you.
No, I'm
it's
playing
not.
the Joker pose.
I haven't watched. I
I
haven't
haven't watched
that,
it
so
either.
I haven't watched it, so I can't put it in there.
Yeah, you know, Kel,
So-
I thought you would have picked Joker. I was kind of surprised.
I mean, like,
Kelvin already
rewatchability
told me
wise,
that. Kelvin already told me that.
rewatchability wise,
Yeah.
Endgame.
Okay, true.
Yeah. Kelvin did told me that like the Joker is a good movie, but it's not like the same rewatchability or something like that.
Yeah.
He mentioned it before. For me, it's actually the.
Well, I think
can't take it seriously.
is it what I think it is? I think
Oh
you've
yeah,
seen it.
spoilers for Albert. It's the continuation of.
Okay, never mind. I thought you were thinking of something else.
Yeah, it's the continuation of Kimi no Nawa, which is Weathering with You. Thank you, Noko. Is it in
Let me
Japanese?
know if you're done. Like, wave your hands once you're done. I'm gonna put.
Okay, Albert.
All right, Albert. Okay, so basically, like me and Kelvin watched Thank You Noko together. It was
Yeah.
not romantic, I promise. But I actually find I don't know, right? He'd probably disagree with me, Kelvin, or most likely will. But I find Thank You Noko a bit better than Kimi no Nawa. Not by much, just a little more. I liked it a bit more. I mean, that's what I meant. That's what I meant
I
to
like
say.
that. I like the twist in Kimi no Nawa more.
Oh yeah, the twist. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, oh my god, the way they put it together.
But
But
I don't know.
as
For
a
me, as a
whole
whole,
movie, yeah, as a
those
whole
two
movie,
are
I
on the same
prefer-
level to me. Those two.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's only a bit. I like it a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
more, not much more, just a bit, barely noticeable. So yeah, I mean, I like the same reason basically. The way the story flows. I like the characters, the way they're written as well. It's not very like the typical cheesy anime type ones.
Yeah.
And the ending was like both endings, both for the movies. I don't know how to put it. It's technically a happy ending. Technically, I mean,
But
yeah,
it's
sure,
not.
the world
It's happy,
it
but
is,
it's
but
not.
it's not. But it's not.
Eh,
It's still more to. It's more lenient.
Yeah.
still
It's
more
an
lenient to
ending.
happy, in my opinion.
yeah.
I agree.
It's
So
an
what-
ending.
what do-
It's
what
a
do you think,
satisfying ending.
What do you
It's a
think? Teguh?
satisfying ending. Yeah, that's what
It's
I
a
meant to say.
satisfying ending.
It is a
It may not
satisfying
be
ending. Yeah, I
good.
mean,
I mean,
Like, yeah, sure,
I mean,
comment.
it's like a good ending, but it may not be like
The best outcome.
Okay, like,
no, it's
okay,
like,
I know.
like
Okay,
the ending is a good ending, but it's not like
it's not good.
the
ending.
opposite of a bad ending, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, that exactly. Yeah, it's not the opposite of a bad ending, but it is a
Like
good ending.
I like the
I mean,
ending
like,
they chose, even though it's not technically a happy ending. There, that's what we're putting.
yeah, sure.
You know?
Japan got hit by a comet and Tokyo drowned, but hey, they're together.
But hey,
Hey, they're together.
But hey, they're together. It only took half of Japan with them.
You know,
Waseda drowned.
after watching Tenkinoko, me and Ariq couldn't even, like, what's the name?
Oh,
Eat pizza properly afterwards. We're just so
um,
sad. We're like so hyped for eating pizzas, and then
I'm
after
trying.
watching that, we're just kind of like,
I was trying to like process my brain with the whole thing at first. Yeah.
yeah,
Sadly, I can't say the same about Kimi no Na because we're like, okay, I finished. Let's go. Let's do this.
yeah,
I can't process it the same way, but oh well. I mean, it's equally good in my opinion. The movies. So yeah, there you go, Albert. We are done.
yeah.
So weathering with you was.
You guys are done?
Yeah. I was gonna say nah.
So,
But yeah, there
the
you
ending
go.
of
Weathering
Weathering with
I
You,
feel sad that I'm the only one who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's very good. Don't worry.
Was I
It's
the one
very
who
good.
introduced you guys to Your Name?
No, I know it from before.
Okay.
I just didn't watch it.
I knew it from before because I saw the trailer. I didn't know what's it about, and then Jordan watched it. Our friend of ours, Jordan, and he recommended it to me. I'm like, I should watch it. So yeah.
Kelvin said
Man,
it's like the follow up or something, and I was like, okay, I'll just watch it. Then I'm like, yes, now I must watch Kimi no Na afterwards.
Generally, I don't really watch what's the name, anime movies.
How about Studio Ghibli?
Neither do I.
Huh? Yeah, I don't really. I think I only watch like one of them.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch Studio Ghibli either.
love
So that's
Ghibli.
like outside of that. So I don't really know much. So that's why I don't.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't really particularly
yeah.
interested in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Weathering with You is my first anime movie. Then yeah,
Makoto
it is.
Shinkai.
yeah. So
People say it's
who
the
goes
next
next?
Hayao Miyazaki.
Teguh, you
Is
go.
it not to go? Yeah.
well, since everyone already has Endgame on,
You can pick Endgame.
Yeah.
He's a little game.
well, it's Endgame,
Okay. Nice.
Nada.
and I'll just talk about the honorable mentions later then.
All right.
Afterwards.
You have nothing else to add?
Nothing else to add to Endgame? To go? Or we already covered it all?
All right, so mine, I love Endgame. I love it so much. And I can rewatch that over and over and over in terms of watchability. And I just have to shout out this film, Parasite. Oh man, this film is incredible. Okay, no spoiler.
No
I won't spoil anything. But the fact that it can defeat in terms of how much I love Endgame, the fact that I can like Parasite more, it's saying a lot. And yeah, it's a South Korean film by what's his name?
By someone.
Bong Joon-ho, which you might know if you've seen Okja or Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer, I know. But that movie wasn't all too good.
No, I haven't seen Snowpiercer, but Okja was fine. But without going to the plot, I'll just say that it has lots of social commentary. And I just recommend checking it out. It's in Korean, so you're gonna need subtitles. That's why Kelvin was unable to find it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an incredible film. And I'll just say 2019, in my opinion, has been the best year for movies since
what? 2016.
2016 for me. Since 2016 for me.
Probably 16. But like the second tough, I mean, 2013 was tough for me to pick. But yeah, 2019 is okay. 2019 is the best year out of all these decades, at least the film that I've seen. I can shout out so many films, which before I get to my shout out, which I know I'll cover a lot, I want to hear all your other honorable mentions first. Then I'll say mine.
Okay. So who goes first?
Each of you can say one, and then when we go around.
No, I'll say it. What if I have a lot?
Okay, fine. Go ahead, say all of it.
Fine.
Say all of it.
Toy Story 4. I just watched it a few days ago. A few.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
Last month.
Right, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't watched it.
Toy Story 4, that's good. Joker, I mentioned that, it's good.
Never watched that either. I'm missing a lot. I haven't watched Parasite either.
Rocketman. I actually enjoy that more than Bohemian
Nope,
Rhapsody.
haven't watched that
Yeah.
either.
Aladdin.
I've
That's
watched
a
that.
good one. And then The King of Monsters.
King of
Godzilla.
Monsters. Yeah, I
Really?
watched that. And it's
Really?
epic.
Dude,
It's
it's kind of
epic,
falls into the same
Okay.
same
Okay.
like Pacific Rim type
Yeah.
where it's just the action is just so dang good.
Apparently,
like-
okay. Unpopular
Apa-
opinion. Apparently, I'm the only one who does not like Millie Bobby Brown in that film. Everyone I talk to, like, oh,
Nobody
it makes-
does.
she does good. Wouldn't you scream in that situation?
Albert,
I would, but she screams at every single scene.
I didn't care
Albert,
if she got
Albert.
stomped.
no one cares about the humans.
I didn't
We only
care
care
about the
about
humans.
Godzilla, Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra. Basically, the
And they also
monsters.
have like other new monsters as well that we haven't really seen. I think, like
That's
Xenomorph,
Exactly.
for example.
Dude, the first time when the Ghidorah comes out and shooting lightning out of its mouth or something, and then against Godzilla in the Arctic, that was so
Yeah.
good. That was like
I like his
oh.
I like his roar. I don't know how to make. I don't know. I can recreate Ghidorah's
Yeah.
roar.
So King of Monsters, I have to put that in just because of how epic it is.
King of Monsters is just epic.
And then
all right. I respect you for that.
what
Uh,
else
What else
is
is there?
Well, if you guys have a
Hellboy, no.
honorable mention, just shout it out.
Hellboy.
People who haven't-
No,
I heard Hellboy was shit.
It is.
I haven't watched it
After
actually. I haven't watched it.
It is
Go with
very,
that.
very, very.
You have honorable mentions to go?
I do. I'm just trying to think about how much did I actually enjoy this. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was Aladdin.
Oh,
Aladdin? Yes, it was
I
a
think
fun film.
The Blue
I've never watched-
Smith actually exceeded my expectations.
The bluesmith.
Is he the bluest Smith?
Is he? But he's not the bluest. Not the bluest.
No, because he occasionally like lets go of the blue, you know.
All right.
Oh yeah, true. Will Smith, the Blue Smith, expected.
Expected.
Expectation.
Beyond
Uh,
beyond beyond
Exceeded.
expectations.
Exceeded
Exceeded
yeah, that's-
expectations.
Expected.
Expected
Will Smith was like-
expectations.
Will Smith was expecting. What?
What's
It's
expected?
definitely a rather different take than the Robin Williams one. It's pretty different in a way,
I've
but
never
it
watched
has
the
the same.
original one, so
But
yeah.
it kind of has the same charm. But yeah.
Any-
The only thing I don't like about Aladdin is that
Mhm.
is Jasmine Thanos like power. That's the only thing I don't
There was
like.
just one sequence,
the
damn it.
speechless. The
I know.
speechless song. I mean,
But-
it's a good song, but it's kind of out of
It's a good
place. in my
song.
opinion.
Yeah, it's very out of place.
Yeah.
Like what actually happened when the time stopped and she's vanishing all the.
It happens in her
She
head,
was in a-
apparently, I guess.
Yeah, it was all in her head.
I know, but so it takes that long for them to carry her to that one place, and it's not even very far away. Or did that whole sequence like sped up in her head, like fast forward 4 times?
Probably.
Oh my god.
I'll say my honorable mentions, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys know I use the app Letterboxd and I score and everything over there as well. So that's how it makes me sort of easier for me to choose it. Doesn't make it easier for me to decide eventually, but I like sort of sort it out. And I was checking just now while you guys were talking honorable mentions, how many of my
Book smart.
because they did it out of 5 stars, and I always judge it based on how much I like it as well in terms of how good it is. So I was checking how many of the films have per year have the 5 stars. The second highest was 2014 with 4 or 5 stars, and I believe that was Guardians, Grand Budapest Hotel, Whiplash, and Winter Soldier. And 2019 has already have 1, 2, 3. They already have 6 5 stars, and the year hasn't even
Okay.
finished. I haven't seen that much. I thought this year is amazing.
And
And the one that I'm going to shout out is Booksmart.
Yeah, that's it.
Very funny. It's the super bad of 2019. It's very funny. It's a good coming of age. It's sweet. It's heart. The Farewell. I think you guys will probably really like The Farewell. It's a really good film
Farewell.
it's about a Chinese family that goes back to China. It's a Chinese American family that goes back to China to say goodbye to her grandma before her grandma passed. It's a very sweet, very sad story. I think you guys will love it. Jojo Rabbit is another 5-star that I said. I mentioned it in previous podcast.
I'll watch it.
And
later.
Ford versus Ferrari. That's the other 5-star that I put.
I forgot to mention that. I like that movie so much.
I thought you were gonna pick Ford versus Ferrari just now. It's a fantastic.
No. But I was going to say it as my honorable mention.
That's the thing, though. Like, I haven't watched much of the 2019 movies.
Yeah.
Because
which is what I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
Which is what I said in the beginning. But yeah, I recommend all those. And the others, several 9 stars, which are still good. Joker, Midsommar, highly recommend. If you like Hereditary, I recommend Midsommar.
Oh, okay.
I
failed on Midsommar that time. Remember it?
Why? You guys cannot handle it? You guys cannot handle it?
No. We want to watch something, but then we go to the cinema. We check like Midsommar. What is that?
Wait, Midsommar. They played Midsommar in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Oh my! I can already imagine.
We ignored it.
Dude, the censorship. Thank God you watch it. No, watch it in Indonesia. The censorship was all over the place. There'll be so much cuts.
And we are like,
the film is gory and sexual and nasty.
So we kind of just missed that.
Toy Story. I don't think anyone mentioned Toy Story 4. Did anyone mention Toy Story 4?
No.
You did. I missed that because I was reading off my list. Fighting with My Family. That's another 9 stars that I give.
That.
Dr. Sleep. Fantastic film. Shining sequel.
I haven't watched it. I missed so much.
And Knives Out.
Nope.
Knives Out. The Ryan Johnson. You guys not a fan of Last Jedi? I'm not a fan of Last Jedi. But Knives Out is fantastic. Murder mystery.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
The only movies I haven't even watched.
Did you say yes? Did you say yesterday, Cal?
Yeah, how about yesterday?
After the break's coming, so you can probably enjoy it. Yesterday was fine. It have a good concept. It have a good story. It's lacking on the finish, lacking on the third act. But I like the film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Well, you guys don't like it. I thought it was good. I thought it was fine.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad, but
it's not bad. It's just long.
The acting's good too. Actually, the acting's good.
Especially
Margot Robbie was wasted. Without spoiling anything,
she was wasted. She was wasted.
But
Us was
Brad
good.
Pitt acting in Once Upon in Hollywood is really good.
I like his character so much. I like Brad Pitt's character so much in Once Upon a Time.
Peanut Butter Falcon. Oh, that's a sweet film. It sounds stupid, but it stars a kid who have Down syndrome. And the kid literally have Down syndrome. And this is his first debut film, and it's so sweet. It's such a sweet film.
I know, but sometimes movies with weird names like Peanut Butter Falcon, Eddie the Eagle, that's kind of weird.
Eddie the Eagle is an actual person.
I know.
I
watch as a movie title, it's kind of weird. And then movie 43, Swiss Army Man. It turns out.
I forgot to shout out Swiss Army Man just now.
I forgot to mention. I was gonna say like Army Man.
All right then. So we all have our individual lists so far. So I'll go over everyone's. I've been keeping track. So Teguh, in order from 2010 to 2019, How to Train Your Dragon, Rio, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, Monsters University, Fury, The Martian, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, Coco, Avengers: Infinity War, Avengers: Endgame. That's Teguh's list, right?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Kelvin was Tangled, Rango, The Avengers, Movie 43, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Inside Out, La La Land, Baby Driver, Spider-Verse, Endgame.
Nice.
Sixth Street, Get Out, Spider-Verse, Parasite. What happened to Ariq? What happened to Teguh? Hello?
Oh no.
No, hello.
Did Ariq got disconnected?
I lost connection for a moment there as well.
Me too.
Was it mine? Yeah, was it from my end?
Probably.
Hopefully it's not. Ariq disappeared.
Yeah, Ariq.
Well, hopefully he comes back. In the meantime, since I promised to read our guest from the show, their list, what I want Ariq came back. Yay. Are you okay, Ariq?
Yay.
As soon as you're about to mention my list, no, goodbye.
Oh, so you missed the part where I mentioned your list, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even-
Well,
I didn't even-
Goodbye.
I did mention it just for the audio listener, but yeah. So yeah,
No, they
I
got
said
it.
I said my list as well. Okay, so since I promised to read the list of our guests, there will be a lot. What I want you guys to do in the meantime, while listening as well, pick what do you think is your favorite film or best film of the decade.
Oh,
Of the
God.
decade.
Screw you, Albert.
All right,
Tangled.
all right. So I'll go read off the guest list. What do you guys think of that? Jason Wiradharma, 2010, Toy Story 3, 2011, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, 2012, 21 Jump Street, 2013, Rush, 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy, 2015, Inside Out, 2016, Hidden Figures, 2017, Coco, 2018, Spider-Verse, 2019, Parasite. Kenneth Luciano, I'm just going to say it in order. I'm not going to say the year. Inception, Captain America, The First Avenger, 21 Jump Street, Now You See Me, Captain America, Winter Soldier, The Martian, Hacksaw Ridge, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame. Andrew Just, The Social Network, The Raid, Chronicle, or 21 Jump Street, or Perks of Being a Wallflower. He cannot decide on one. Short Term 12 for 2013. Whiplash, Ex Machina, La La Land, The Big Sick, 8th Grade, Jojo Rabbit. Matt Carnahan, Inception, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Skyfall, Prisoners, Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Room for 2015, Captain America Civil War, Logan, Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. Matthew Chen, he picked Black Swan, Hugo, Moonrise Kingdom, Prisoners, Whiplash, Victoria, Handmaiden, Your Name, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Parasite. Colin Topping, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Drive, Looper, Prisoners, Nightcrawler, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, Sing Street, A Ghost Story, Avengers Infinity War, Joker. And finally, Cole Sanders, he's selected The Social Network, 50-50, Django Unchained, The Way Way Back, Whiplash, Sicario, Raw for 2017, Coco 2018, Spider-Man to Spider-Verse, and finally Parasite. All right.
Nice.
I hope I'm not missing out on any of the guests. I think that's everyone that's been on the show. If I forgot, then I'm sorry. I feel bad. But yeah, okay, so you guys have decided on which one's your favorite of the decade?
No.
This is difficult, man. Like one
man.
movie out of 10 years. There's like how many
It's hard.
hundreds?
It's
Yeah.
hard.
I think
I know.
Albert, why do you have to put us on the spotlight?
I need to remember. I said in the beginning, I based the movies of how much enjoyment I had out of all of them. That's what I
Yeah.
said clearly. That's what I stated.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can go first. I got a decision. Oh wait, shit! I didn't actually put it in the. I didn't actually put it in the list, but but
Whoa!
it's like
Something
it's
new.
equal. it's equal because
Okay.
it was in the 2014.
You can only pick
it was
one.
the raid 2, but I put Kingsman in there because to avoid having two of the same.
Wait, so
movies.
you put The Raid 2 as your favorite of the decade?
And yeah. I put it in
Interesting.
2014, but I switched it to
Okay.
Kingsman just so there's no
Such
repetition.
controversial move.
I avoid repetition. Fine, remove Kingsman.
Wait, are you
Yeah,
going The
There's already
Raid 2 or
repetition
Kingsman?
with Weathering with You and Kimi no Nawa.
What?
So which one are you going with?
The Raid 2.
Okay.
All right,
Such a
how about
time
you,
of
Kelv?
event.
Or Teguh? Okay, Teguh.
Teguh.
I can go with mine. I already know mine easy.
I think I'll just take the common choice and go with Endgame.
Common choice.
All
It is
right.
a common choice. I would, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go since Kelvin's probably still deciding. I'll go with mine. My favorite is Sing Street easily.
Sing Street.
What I
yeah.
think is the best, though, what I think is the best is Social Network. But Sing Street is my favorite.
I'm not gonna say what I think is the best. It's gonna complicate things even further.
Since this is based on, I'll base it on how much I can
Watchability for-
rewatch it.
Yeah.
So, and I like music stuff. So, Baby Driver. It has the good blend of
Wow,
music,
Baby Driver.
action.
How many
And-
times have you seen this film?
I think like 5.
Oh.
That's a lot.
He's already watched it a lot. Yeah, he's already watched it a lot.
I only watch it a lot. Mostly with people that have never watched it before. So I was like, I don't mind watching it again.
Yeah, I've seen Sing Street just as much times. How many times have you seen The Raid, Ariq?
I've
Very
read too. At least 3 times, but the amount of in terms of like just action scenes on YouTube, yeah, no,
Yeah.
countless, countless.
Yeah.
I've always googled, I always YouTube that.
How many times have you seen Endgame, Teguh? Teguh looks tired. I'm sorry.
A
2.
lot. What? The full movie?
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
or just action scenes?
No, it's
Or
full.
just
full.
the if
Just the action
if
also. I had like 3.
The action, yeah,
I've
just the
watched-
action. I've watched it a lot.
Yeah, me too. The full action scene, I watch it a lot.
Yeah.
The final scene.
All right.
All right.
So
All right.
that wraps up our
First episode of
Our-
2020.
first.
First episode of 2020. Is this our longest episode? It's
of
already almost 3 hours.
It's I think so, because I mean this is a big list. This is my favorite project so far, because I got to talk all
It's a
about good
decade.
movie.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
do this in 10 years again. Oh my god.
Damn it.
So it's a long episode, forgive us, but it's a fun list. I like it.
It's
Talking
going
all
back
the way
to-
all the way
It's
back.
worthy to be this long. 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of flashback and
It's a
everything.
decade. It's 1 decade, guys.
It's a decade. Yeah, no.
It's a decade.
You know how
So,
you know how long a
that's a-
decade is? It's older. It's older than Fortnite players.
So that wraps up our decade sleeves.
Decade list.
Yay.
Yeah, so
Movies of the decade. The goose already like kill me.
So you know what?
It's like 3 o'clock. I'm sorry.
before Teguh like fall asleep in the middle of the show, let's just plug it up. So Teguh, plug it up before you fall asleep.
Go plug it. Yeah.
You can find me
Oh,
on
stop it.
Instagram at TG23399. You can find me on Steam at Deep Fried Tofu. Though I am thinking of changing it soon. I don't know what to though. Stay tuned
Yeah.
to find out.
New year, new name, right?
New year, new name.
Over
New year, new
fried
name.
tofu.
New year, new
Overfried
name.
tofu.
Save me though.
Overcooked tofu. Right.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Ariq,
All
go
right.
ahead. Plug it up.
Alright. Y'all can find me at Instagram at Ariq Andria. And you can play some games on Steam at the Bluest Smith.
Nice.
Go back to episode 5.
Every time.
Always gotta plug it in, man. No, we're
Plug it in,
yeah.
Kelvin.
I think our episode 5 will get like the most viewed just because of
Eventually, it
You know,
will have the
I
most
wonder.
views.
You gotta check.
yeah, you gotta check, man.
Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, so everyone just check out
What is
episode
this
5 all the
throwback
time.
to episode 5?
Until he changed his name to throwback to episode 5.
But then I said at some points I did say throwback to episode 6 because I didn't know.
Okay, but
One.
check
I have a
episode
question. Why
5
did
and
you
6.
change? Why did you change from the Bluesmith to the Bluesmith? Why don't you take the Bluesmith? Was it taken? Someone took it.
No.
I
I
decided to change it?
Like,
Just
I just
bluer
like to
than
change it to
Bluesmith.
the bluest. I'm special.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Anyway, enough about my Steam, Kelvin.
So I'll plug mine. You can find me on Instagram at KYA27. And then you can find me on Steam at DiscoMonkey007 if you want to play some games together. And Albert, what the hell?
I'm sorry. Wrong
What was that?
credentials.
And then
I
also
don't think Teguh saw it.
and also sometimes I stream on Mixer at DiscoMonkey027. And since this already January soon, I will
For
be
legal reasons, you will
By-
start streaming at January 9th.
as I promised, I'll start streaming more after January 9, and also I'll be posting more on YouTube of the gameplay after January 9. Yes.
If he
So
doesn't
Albert.
fulfill these promise, unsubscribe.
What? Please don't. So Albert,
All right.
you go over, plug it up.
Okay, you can find my social media, Twitter and Instagram at Wiradharma, Wiradharma. That's my last name.
Pretty
You seem
hard.
impressed that I say it so fast, huh?
No.
Calvin's like,
Yeah.
Oh.
you can find my YouTube channel at Jaw Movies, JAW Movies. You can find the show at Councilmen Show. That is on Twitter and Instagram. I try my best to be updated on that one. Haven't been updated in the last few weeks due to my exams and everything like that. But now that over the break, and it's 2020 now, so I'll try to be more consistent on that. And you can find our show at The Councilmen on wherever you listen: Spotify, Castbox, Podbean, Apple Podcasts. Leave us a like, leave us a review. Let us know what you think, what your lists are. Let us know, tweet at us or comment at our Instagram post. So yeah, let us know all of that because we would like to engage with you guys. Is there anything else to say? I think that's it.
I think that's about it. Yeah. So with that,
Teguh is so dead.
with that, for the first episode of the 2020, the Councilman has spoken.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Salute.
Happy New Year.
Let's have a good year this year.
It's a very long episode.